We are live. This is the archives of the Book of Halter. Don't mind what it says there, it's definitely Book of Halter. We are following the Evil campaign. With that said, this D&D game is rated M for a mature audience. It has... has audience as it. Okay, I'm having a stroke up here. As it contains violent actions, coarse language, and mild drug use. Please click off the video if you or your child should not wish to watch it. However, we have returned once more as the day looms over you all, the sun burning brighter than before, like it had the other two locations you have been at, Alexander. Sorry, Annie. Oh, fuck, I'm so bad at saying your name. Alexander. Just as it had been for you in the other locations you've been, where the sun has shined much brighter. All of you remember this feeling of a light returning to this location. Not so much you bringing light back as a joy, but more bringing back sun's proper light. Be that good or bad for those who don't like light. Like New Map.
He has since squirreled himself away somewhere.
It's been squirreled away by the others.
Yes.
By the other goblins.
True.
You had been given your gifts from the one who believes that you are doing rather well now that you're cleaning up your own messes. And you now have the choice of going straight for the one who must be much more weakened now, or this new mysterious group that only one of you knows the name of, as they were the only one who were told of it.
Yep. Well, Angus would like for us all to sort of just meet up, so then you can ask that question and also to say how much we were each getting from, the vault.
Ah yes, the liberation of the vault. This is where Jimus truly dies. Because it says in the contract that I'm pretty sure they get all of it.
Which is ironic, because I currently don't want any of it.
It's fair.
This is far too contempt.
Well, you could always break your own contract.
Could, but that wouldn't be very me-like.
Or
You
dubs.
sure?
Genesis
Or
when I
name.
need them.
Does also, or you could just also just name someone to have to deal with the
Genesis,
bullshit instead of you.
You were making bags of holding, were you not? I'm not sure if Genesis can hear us, or if Genesis is even speaking.
Oh, Jenny!
Oh, Genesis.
Jenny, come back to us.
What about Jenny?
Do you know the way, my brother?
I'm going to have to go and look at the fucking house
Go
again.
slap him in the back of the head, brother.
I heard stuff outside, so he might have just been grabbing some coke to have with alcohol.
Ah, yes, the traditional drinking. Well, it's my game because you need to.
It's more of the fact that I enjoy drinking with friends.
Yeah,
Whether the friends are drinking or not doesn't
it's more
matter.
of a joke.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome
Hi,
back.
back.
Come back.
You have been able to make over the course of a couple of hours. You had the gold and the time over a couple of hours to make 5 bags of holding.
Awesome.
One of the bags of holding is defective.
Not awesome.
Gives it to Nubex.
It seems that you accidentally made a bag of holding that only
Devours.
holds about twice the amount of what it actually would if it was made as the satchel it is. As the rest, they're bags of holding.
So one's like twice as good as a satchel. The others are like a bag of holding, which is like 5 times.
Bags of holding can basically hold anything. I don't give them a limit. The reason being
Oh.
is that if someone steals that from you, I feel like that's worthy enough to be your fault for putting everything there.
Yeah. Angerfist would actually go and find Genesis first and let them know that. So, Axteth eyeballed this. Yeah, eyeballed this earlier and said there was about 40 million worth of gold in this place. So that equals out to about 8 million each, including that Newberg.
Okay. I point to the pile of gems. Is that included in it?
Everything. Yes.
Really? Because from what you just said, it seemed like it was only the gold.
No, everything.
No, I
Worth.
said everything. All that is in this equals to about 40 million gold. That's what I said.
Said what he meant and what he said.
There's a specific thing in out of all of this that you want. You can substitute the price of it from other things. Like you take more of that than anyone else. I don't particularly care, as long as we're all getting roughly the same amount.
Yes, but the fact that you're telling me this doesn't tell me what he figured out, because he could have been including some things and not others.
Axteth said all that is in this vault equals to about 40 million gold. I am reiterating what he said.
You hear someone clear the throat behind you.
Yeah,
You can see that it is your drow friend.
Welcome back.
Seem to be having a disagreement about gold.
don't know why we are. But yes, it does appear to be that way, Valtria.
Well, have you touched any of it yet?
That would be an idea. No, I haven't.
She walks over, brings her weapon, and touches some of the gold as it goes straight through it. All
Of
fake.
course. That tracks.
There must be something about this room, then.
I'd like to roll an Arcana, see if I can't spot it.
Alright. Roll your Arcana.
$20.
20. This looks very real to you.
Alright, so need to find out. So what do you think would be about this room to make this gold not actually be all this stuff not actually be here?
Well, you've heard of a mirage, haven't you?
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, that happens in incredibly hot places. When you're dehydrated as well.
It also happens with mirrors. So maybe the gold is around, but not here.
This is gonna be annoying.
All you'd have to do is find one of the mirrors and follow it. You'd probably find the
True.
actual stash. This is a pretty lovely place. Once you're all packed up and loaded, I think I might move in here. Say, where did the other elf go?
You mean Jimis, Alexander? They've gone to do whatever the hell it is they do.
I see.
Oh, right. They're back to the body that they were before we fought the Hallowed Knight as well.
That's very interesting.
Alright, well, should go see whether they want to go and find the source of this, or do we just want to fuck off and
I hand you one of the bags of holding, and I start looking for a mirror.
Roll a perception check.
Anyone?
What'd you get?
31.
31. You find the mirrors. Looking at them points to right below you.
What's the floor made out of?
The floor is made out of what looks to be from where you're standing, a layer of wood. But looking at the mirrors, you can see slightly that below the wood seems to be a dark stone, and within that dark stone might be adamantine rods.
Well, easiest way to start. Oh, for fuck's sakes. My fucking mouse is dead.
Damn, I didn't even know that Jenny had pets.
I don't have a mouse. Perfect.
Jimus!
Yep.
You need to roll me wisdom saving throw.
Sure. 20.
20. You feel someone watching you. Could this be? What have you done? How did you get your body back? You cheated!
Oh, are you a little disappointed? Try and take it from me.
Gladly, find us, and we will kill you. Did you hear what I said?
Yep.
As you feel the presence leave.
That I'm going to put non-detection up so I cannot be scryed.
Joey, you hear a familiar voice in your head. What are you doing? What have we become? Magic counts.
Yeah, I wasn't happy about it at first either. Also, how the I'm assuming that this is the Hallowed Knight or King, whatever the fuck, using my body to talk to me.
It is a part you're missing. And now your friend cheated. Took away a valuable fight that you could have had.
True. I did help with that.
And how did that make you feel? Cheating. What would your brother think? What would our brother think? Stooping so low.
He would laugh because he knows that I don't work by the same rules as him. God, it's like you don't. God, it's like you're not even me.
Yet would you use magic to get the upper hand in a fight? That doesn't sound like you. That doesn't sound like us. We'd use magic items, most likely, but we'd never employ magic in a fight.
I've been kinda strapped for options if you hadn't fucking noticed.
You still had the option of not making this fight so easy on yourself.
True. However, if you really are a part of me, you also understand that you would also understand that the whole reason you are a part of the Howard Knight is because we fucked around and found out. That is not exactly something. Me fucking around and finding shit out isn't exactly anything I would have lost. I do what entertains me. You know this.
Of course I do. Which is why I find it somewhat miserable that you are making it less entertaining.
I don't see how that's my problem.
The Hallowed Knight wishes to extend that you fight him now, or he'll kill more than what would be fun to you. He plans to dismantle the Misfits, destroy this little band of gunslingers, and ruin everything that we have worked for if you do not fight him soon.
I mean, we are more than likely going to be fighting him before going to deal with Vampirion anyway.
He
Just
will
wanted to
be
get this
waiting
money
for you.
situation sorted out.
He will be waiting for you. And so will I. As
Oh,
there is no reply after that. Genesis. As you pry up the floorboards, there is black stone.
Yeah.
And there's inscriptions on the stone underneath the floorboards.
Excellent.
Roll an Arcana check if you wish to know what these inscriptions are.
Okay, so they're runes, not language.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes this easier. 32.
32. Did you also go with skill expert?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, that's fair.
This guy's 3 highest stats. Sorry. This guy's highest stat. Yeah. 3 highest stats is perception, investigation, and arcana.
So, looking at these, you realized if you tamper with any of these stones, you're liable to explode. Each one of these is a
Each stone is essentially a 4th level fireball.
6th
And
level
they will trigger.
fireball.
Oh, and they all trigger at the same time. Fun.
Oh no, not all of them are fireballs. Some of them are shatter.
Hmm. Oh, yes. That would be the best way to get them all to trigger at the same time. Mm. Hmm.
However, if you continue to ply up the floorboards, you finally find an area that is seamless, and as you ply it up, you see the small gap is actually some sort of elevator or platform that can lower. You've just got to find the way to lower it.
Does it look like there's a key to it?
All you
Sorry.
know is that it's a platform.
Roll an investigation to see if I can't find what triggers the elevator. Because investigation would probably be correct.
Angerfist would use
Natural
the
20.
nice.
Alright, so you find the source, which is behind one of the Mirage Golds. It is a button that has a down arrow on it.
How far away is it from the elevator?
It's quite far away.
It's by the door, isn't it?
It's at the far end of the room, in a corner.
Okay. Okay.
While that's happening, Troy, you said you had something to say?
I was just gonna say, Angerfist is gonna pull out his Hollowstone Ascending and try to bring up all them 3, because Angerfist naturally cannot see Genesis amongst all of the illusory gold.
Well, you would have seen me moving between them.
Think
Yeah,
of like Sheldon in the ball pit.
Yeah, except Angerfist isn't gonna try and go in there and try and pull you out.
Exactly. Be a silly situation to put yourself in.
And he's basically gonna. So I don't know how many of you just had your previous self or something like, or the whole night talk to you in your head.
Nope, I didn't.
Whether Alexander has picked up as well, or if Genesis has picked up either.
Alexander would pick up.
Yeah. Don't know if Genesis has. I'm
I'll
going
pick
to
up.
continue like he has.
Certainly can't say I have.
Right. Well, I think it's about time that the rest of us get our bodies back now that you've got yours back, Jimis. So I say we go and wipe the floor with the Hallowed Knight, Hallowed King.
If you insist, we can do that tomorrow.
for however long it will take to get us to get there anyway.
I can teleport.
I forget that.
Like a real spellcaster.
I can teleport as well.
Can you?
Yes.
Then why did you think it would take time?
Because apparently it has a chance of not working properly.
Just do it again.
Just do it again, but better.
And that's usually what happens when someone gets tossed into hell. I walk up to Angerfist.
Alright. Angerfist,
One,
Jenny approaches you instead of running away. How bold.
I need you to press a button for me, and two, can I have that back for a minute?
Okay, what button and why?
It's like it's like follow me.
I do not understand why you cannot use words to speak.
Because it's easier to show people.
Because words hard, okay?
Evidently, Axeth, evidently. Right.
You press
I
the
take-
button.
follow him.
Alright, so you follow them, see the button, and then Genesis, you go onto the platform.
Yes, I get back his bag of holding as well. When I get
Yeah.
down there, I'm going to be doing something in particular.
So, you press the button.
I guess.
Alright, you press the button. As instead of a platform going down, it starts splitting into stairs as it turns into a staircase leading downward.
I mean, Angerfist would just head towards the staircase.
Sound.
I need to get there seeing
Yeah,
you there.
so Genesis, you find out that this isn't actually a platform. It's it's actually a staircase.
That's disappointing.
And you couldn't press the button. Why?
Because I was hoping it was an elevator, in which case I wouldn't have been able to get back in time for it to go down.
Once you get to
Right.
the bottom, you see that there is indeed a large amount of stuff here. And standing on the pile is a golden statue. You don't look like my type. Where's my friends?
Are you Hoarder?
I am a statue. A golden visage of the Great Order. And ye all look like peasants to me.
Oh shit, Nubek would be happy. Pity Nubek ain't here, he'd be happy.
Rubek. That's a name
Yeah.
I've heard before.
Yeah.
He found one of me before.
Oh, so that's just a gold statue can actually can that one communicate, or is it only you specifically?
Of course it's all of them. We're all statues.
And, I did not know it could communicate. So is this another one of your hordes, or are you here because a part of your horde was taken to here?
A part of my horde was taken here. A substantial horde, nonetheless. Taken by Nosferatu. And then thrown about in such a strange way. I put it back together under this, what used to be a mountain. Then this pompous asshole came in, claimed the treasure, and me, and then started calling himself rich. Ah! I am but a fraction of
Dick.
myself.
Oh yeah, Dick. He's dead now.
His name wasn't Dick. His name was, fucking Pompous, I think. I
Richard.
called him. No, I'm pretty sure his name's Pompous.
Well, he called himself, as far as we knew, he called himself Richard, so so it was easier to call him Dick. Pompous
Most
Dick, if you will.
Anyway, you are standing upon such gold. However, I'm going to need you all to answer me a question before I let you take even a coin of any of it.
Alright.
Who accompanied me on my final travels, creating such great traps?
Oh, a Goliath called Volt, as far as I'm
Good.
aware.
Then you'll know that his hammer was lost somewhere within these realms as well.
I'm sorry, what?
His hammer.
Oh,
Last seen being stolen by sky pirates.
yeah,
Pirates.
I think I saw it recently. It turns things to gold now.
Ah, just as I expected it would after I laid a curse upon it. Very well, this horn is yours. Take me to Lubeck when you can.
Will do. We'll
As
be
the
happy to have
statue
enough money.
returns, holding a singular coin in one of their hands and looking at it in a quizzical fashion. That's the position it was in beforehand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, didn't expect to find a horde here. Lubeck,
So
please.
this is so this has to do with that vault I found you at, and I got dicked over in.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's the guy. Yeah, that's the guy that made him.
Well, at least that makes sense now. I start splitting everything up into. I start splitting it up into roughly 8 million piles.
8 million
Well,
gold piles
5
of treasure.
piles of 8 million.
Yep. 8 million piles, gotcha.
My god, there's 8 million 5 piles.
Anyway, so
Shut up. It hurts my head.
Axtef, what are you doing at the moment?
Standing.
Just
Menacingly.
standing and watching. Alright.
I was gonna say
Are you
Angerfist would let
pondering
the
idea of finally becoming who you are once more? The barbarian.
Hell yeah.
You're done with this magical nonsense. You want to be back to what you were.
Magical power. Like, he really enjoys being able to cause more damage with the magic that just emphasizes damage.
Yep.
So he really likes the paladin
Have you a new outlook
version.
on magic users then? As long as they're paladins, they're not slaves, they're tools.
Yes.
Right, yeah. Well, there you go, guys. Character development.
Paladins are tools, not
Paladins are still
slaves.
slaves. They're just a higher rank of slave.
I'm gonna slap you. Don't shut up.
Anyway, so
Don't make you my bitch.
and finally, Alexander, what are you doing?
I'm currently casting Simulacrum.
Right, yeah.
Simulacrum.
You have alright, so you have casted Simulacrum.
There's gonna be a simulacrum of Angerfist laying around, a simulacrum of this laying around.
Haha.
Okay. Then I'm going over to see Angerfist.
Angerfist is kind of just standing at the standing. Are you up the staircase again, or are you just still downstairs watching everything?
Angerfist honestly would have used the Hollow Stone to tell the others where he is, which is
Right.
watching Genesis do the work.
So, Alexander, you find Angerfist underneath
He's
Hey.
the vault.
he's kind of sitting on the stairs so that he has a seat as he's watching Genesis do all the work.
What's Genesis working on?
Collecting all of our money.
Because you'd see it the second you walked down.
They are currently collecting all of our money. Turns out this Nubex has told you about hoarders hordes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it turns out this was one of part of it is in this. Got another statue, gold statue for Nubeck.
Suddenly staring at a gold coin just in his hand, smile as the gold statue is smiling.
You know, if none of you are helping me, I'm taking tax.
Sure you are. Let's see how that goes for you.
I've heard a 3v1 fight's not usually in the favor of the one. So
You're suddenly seeing us splitting this 3 ways.
Oh, instead of being split 5 ways, it would be split 4.
Roughly.
Angerfist is not gonna do. Oh, like his gang split. Angerfist said it was getting split into like 8 million each because he was accounting for Nubeck.
Yeah, but still 3.
Okay.
Anyway, so after you've done all that, the night has started.
Because Genesis says that, Angerfist just very lazily, just like mage hands, it just picks up a single coin, puts it in the bag. There, I helped.
So, was there something you wanted to say to Angerfist before we look at skipping to the next day?
I just wanted to pat him on the shoulder and say, thank you.
You finally did it. You did a magic thing. You were a magic user. Congratulations.
Oh, right.
I grant you the rank of magic user.
now he scoffs, spits in your face.
Instead of granting me the rank of magic user, I'd rather go over that contract I signed with you.
You can negotiate terms.
Mostly because I don't well, actually, I might have an idea as to what to do with that sector. I just don't want my entire bloodline having to protect it if it comes under threat. I don't care if I get called in to protect it, just not whatever bloodline I might sire.
Noted.
That is legitimately all I want to talk about. I just don't want my bloodline having to protect your island if it comes down to it.
How about I get one of your children? Negotiate that in the future. Time to go rest. I set up my usual magical defenses to go to sleep, and then I go to sleep.
As you cast each spell, euphoria hits you over and over again. It's good to be back.
Angerfist would go and let Thrallnum know that, like, tomorrow we're probably going to be heading out to deal with
missing.
Mm.
In his place is a note.
Angerfist would read the note.
Gone for a walk.
Right.
He got bored. He's not going to
That's
stand
fair.
outside the palace forever. He's
Sorry, were you trying to talk to me?
Nope.
That's honestly fair. Angerfist
minor.
does not blame him for that. He was legitimately just going to let him know that, like, we're going to be going to fight the Hallowed Night tomorrow.
Tox, can you put us on the hit point screen where we can fix up our characters?
Draw a fig, everybody.
Poppy! Sorry.
Do you prefer the top down of your characters or the face profile of your characters when I do the
I
update?
personally prefer the top down.
Then
I like the top down.
Cody? Good answer. Wolf.
I don't. Doesn't matter to me.
Alright.
I like the top.
Really matters to
I like the top.
me.
I like the top down because you can see just how big my weapon is.
Yeah. And then when you rage, it's just like, rag.
Like as a true barbarian, I like the top down because you can see the weapon.
Hawks. Good
Wolf.
question.
Okay,
Is
so-
this with like filled with gold, gems, jewelry?
No, it's filled with what was the one that he banned?
Silver. He
Silver.
banned silver, so there was electrum.
So
There
there's
was
Electrum.
gold. There was like
Silver.
gold, platinum, electrum, gems, and it all equaled to roughly 40 million.
Okay.
So, is everyone else going to sleep for the night?
Hell yeah, brother.
I'm
Yeah.
going to. Before I go to sleep, I'm going to use the fabricate to make a set of. 1 second. Six rings.
And in this, they made 6 rings.
Little did they know another was made. Ring to rule them all.
Wherein these six rings are tied to one of the rings I already have, and I've just cursed those 6 so that when I get hurt, they take the damage instead. Here you go, guys. 6 rings.
Anyway,
And you think I'd wear a ring, mate? Unless knowing exactly what it is.
it's a ring.
It'd essentially be a ring of protection, just for the curse on it.
Anyway, so getting back to
Yeah.
this. Axef, going to bed.
Yep.
Cool. Angerfist, going to bed.
Yeah.
And Alexander, I'd imagine that you've set up all the wards in the slumbering chambers of where Richard lived, which is a emperor-sized bed with purple sheets, purple and white sheets, along with curtains around the bed.
Yep.
It is a majesty to behold.
Affection.
Yeah, I know when he leaves.
How much bloody health do you have?
Yeah. Don't say the number, but yeah.
Cheating, cheating, cheating.
Can give you the math for it if you'd like.
How'd you get that?
Proof toughness.
Oh, so you have tough and improved tough.
Yep.
That's
As well
sort
say
of-
the number. It's 352 hit points.
Yeah, but how do you get that?
The wizard.
He's a wizard, Harry.
So
How
I
did you
have
get
the
that number.
Boon of Fortitude, which gives me plus 40. Then I have
Alright, so boon of fortitude.
Constitution
Where'd you get-
modifier
Where'd
3.
you get that boon?
Was it
I've
from
had
when?
that since I was level 10.
Ah,
Level 10.
So it would have been from when you gave us all an option of picking a boon, and that
Okay.
was one of them. I believe Axe also picked it.
right, yeah.
Okay. So, I got 6 at level 1.
Well, you're just making sure you got that correct. Because those numbers be scary.
Is
Especially
he in
for a wizard.
He is, isn't he? He's in the 300s.
Yes. Well, at the very least, he is now the healthiest member. He is now, health-wise, the tankiest member of this party.
Great.
So if you want to
Actually
kill
did
him,
make
it's
a
going to take a
mistake.
while.
Let me fix that. Not
Let me
quite
fix
that
that.
high. There we go.
There we go. That seems much more manageable. That's almost 100.
I applied the level 1 HP to all levels on top.
Ooh, right, yeah. No, you gotta wait until you can get that boon later. Oh well, no, it's a feat. Anyway, point is, Joey, you
Yes.
sleep well. Jenny sleeps well. Alexander sleeps very well. Very comfortably. Very nice.
Fucking magnificently.
Feeling like themselves again. And finally, Axtef. In your dreams, you find yourself on a familiar cliff.
Oh, fuck.
So, how does it feel to know that you had a taste of what magic can do? You hear from behind you.
I'll turn around and look at the
It is
person thing.
Scorch.
Ah, yes, Scorch.
Hey, I'm wearing that
I
fucker's
mean-
robe.
I hated the magic that I had to use earlier, but the shit I'm using now is so much better than that. Feels like just raw power.
Magic can help many. It really depends what sort of power you're trying to pack.
Well, I really like this magic that I've got now.
You have learned a valuable lesson this day. Unfortunately, the gods are dealing with something else at the moment. That includes Gormish. A very troubling time has become upon us. The world may end soon for you. But, on the premises that it doesn't. The right hand of Gormish has plans for you.
Unless they entail making everyone that has made my life a living hell. Hell, well,
He opens a fire portal looking thing as you see a rather young but large orc sitting on a throne. This creature calls himself a chosen of Gormish.
looking at the orc, can I tell if I know them?
You do not know them at all.
Okay.
They are from a land far from here. known as Entherans. These lands are terrible for such creatures as yourself. There are heroes that are walking amongst them like gods, but they have not gone south. Do us well, and we shall expect you to rival his power.
So what?
He
I'm
has
near the end of my reign. Well, not reign. Near the end of the time here, I'll be going down there to the south.
Once you have finished your obligations with the Misfits, we'll expect you to take a ride with the jungle, taking that ship across the sea. You shall take your orcish marauders with you. Or do you have a name for them?
Well, it's not on this sheet, so I need to open up my other one. Remember? Not even druid for some reason. No. Put it somewhere. Fine. Fuck, I don't think I said. But I think I can find it. So just give me 1 second.
Said something about Crimson, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm just going back onto Fantasy Name Generator because I know that if you've saved the name or even highlighted it, it saves them somewhere. Or
Just below.
saves them underneath.
Yeah.
Ugh. I need to go to. I swear I saw it somewhere. That's the only other problem. Didn't put it.
We'll let you get to
Yeah.
that later.
Okay.
Still thinking of a name. That's okay. You're young. It takes time. This creature here is the youngest of any orc to become a king in that realm. The orcs banded together to create their own kingdom to oppose the dwarves. Here, your enemy is anything that wants to protect itself more than fight. There they seem to have thought that the best fighting was to be done with the dwarves. He has decided to bring peace between the two, to allow for them to both build up. He has been told by Grunish that he must prepare his people for a great war. You have two choices. Kill him and become the ruling Hound Chieftain, or die and let such a creature like him reign supreme. King Garashnak shall know his end, but by whose blade will only be shown by time. We're just hoping it is you who suffers. Not suffers. It is you who makes him suffer.
Well, in due time he will suffer. Or he'll kill me.
The King Rashnak's appearance does still look very barbaric, but you can tell he carries himself with royal intent.
With royal intent.
Yes, it looks like he has royal prestige upon him. Something that you've seen before when you were much, much younger, and before you had the axe, the royals that walked around looked like they had a confidence to them. An arrogant confidence at that.
A different sort of confidence, the one you see Angerfist walk around with.
Also the confidence I see fucking Jimis walk around with too.
As the portal disappears, you have no choice but to accept these charges, as you know. To continue, you must do so. To fall behind means that you are weak, and we do not accept weakness. Harold's chieftain, as he taps his staff, and everyone wakes up. It's the next day.
Cool, only 5 more days for my simulacrum to be able to cast fucking spells without suffering damage. If it's able to spend like an entire day resting, doing like fuck all, it counts as 2. I can't believe I rolled so fucking high for that too.
The You hear a knocking on the walls. You can tell it's Thornum.
Next, Angerfist will go to
As you-
wherever the hell it is.
As you walk outside, I'm going to have to return to the sands. Something is
Something urgent?
happening. It appears that there is an invasion going on.
That sounds annoying.
I was contacted by... Well, I'd imagine he's an associate of yours.
Did they introduce themselves as Narcs?
No.
Or was it, I only really know him as Jackass. He keeps telling me, he's told me his name.
He says that's what everyone seems to call him. So that's the name
Yeah.
he's going with, Jack.
Yeah, good. Alright.
I apologize that I cannot be of any help to transport you to the next location.
It's alright. I believe Jimus intends on teleporting there. If I was any decent at teleporting, I'd probably I'll teleport you back to the sands.
I'll get
I have
there
no
in a matter
idea
of
how that
moments.
works.
All right, boys, scoop him up. As you see large ropes fall and grab Thornum until we see each other again, Ingravist.
Make sure you stay
next time.
Make sure you stay alive, Throlman. You're coming out of here with me.
As you see the orc sky poachers, as they call themselves, have grabbed him and have hoisted him up, and they're flying off into the distance at a
Angerfist just
rather fast speed.
Yeah. Angerfist is honestly impressed by that. He just like he doesn't know if they'll actually see him, he just like gives them a quick little wave, so it's like, yep.
You see an orc shove their hand through a window and wave back.
Alrighty. Let's go kill ourselves a hallow. Let's go kill ourselves a king. As I walk back inside.
Alright, so. You're all together again.
Okay.
So, quickly, Genesis, how did scooping up all that money go?
Well, I know that they did scoop it all up. It's all in the bags. You can
Cool.
feel free to try and count out the 8 million yourself if you want to try and make sure.
No, he's got to. Angus is going to trust Genesis on that. He is then going to ask, and these bags aren't going to break or disappear once you're backed into being a gunslinger, correct?
That's a good question. That you're gonna have to wait for when they get back.
Mm.
Wherever they are.
Alright, congrats. I can put my spell slots back to and increase my sorcery points back. Woo, 19.
We'll be able to get that answer later.
Yeah.
You
I'm going to
hear
cast daily buffs.
cast what?
Daily buffs.
Radio. You all get a message on your holo.
Angus would look at it.
Good. I got into the right one this time. Issues have arisen.
Sounds annoying.
The Hollow One is rounding up civilians, killing them, and adding their souls to his.
Ah. A semi-last ditch effort of trying to power himself up to fight us then.
Seems that way. I have had to do something I didn't think I'd do. Make myself useful without money.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was
I
muted when I.
have saved several people. Key people who will be able to get you into the castle.
Thank you. You will be compensated for that.
Compensation has already been made as long as you can get me out of here.
True.
That was our deal.
True.
He then says, a mage will send your mage, or you, an image of the location we are at, so you can teleport here.
Send it to Gemmis or to Gemmis. They have far more knowledge on how this magic shit works.
I'll be back in a minute.
Be done. As the hollow disappears, you got to see their face for once.
Yeah.
They, you can understand why they wear a mask. They're not exactly what you would call
Healthy
easy on
looking.
the eyes.
Yeah. It's not like
Seen worse.
Angus cares what. It's not like Angus cares really what people look like.
Jimus, you receive a mental image of a building, which looks like an inn.
Okay, because I have no context for this, I'm sending them back the mental image of a middle finger.
I was just going to say Angus was going. Angus after getting.
Returning
Angus
to
was
you is two middle fingers.
as
Return
Angus
3.
as Angus
You then get also 3, except one is a bearded middle finger.
Oh,
Now send back 3 with a top hat and a beard.
Angus as well because he has no idea that's going on. He's like, "Oh right, Jimus, you're going to get a mental image of where we need to go, where we need to teleport to."
Oh, that explains that then.
Well, that explains that then.
Well, I'm ready to go when you all are.
I'm ready. I was ready. Well, Angus looks at the simulacrum that's like.
The simulacrum is like putting his thumb up, but he's just like, oh god,
It's just like ready. It's just like gritted teeth, ready as we'll ever be.
I'll be back in a second. I'm just gonna go chuck some things into the air fryer so I can eat some.
Right?
Eating is a good idea.
Eating is always a good idea.
Not unless you want to get your blood tested.
Eating is still a good idea.
Then you can't get your blood tested.
I know. Who needs your blood test when you can just eat? Eating is healthy. Losing blood is not.
Is indeed facts, yes.
And blood tests are just losing blood, so I mean, hey.
Conserve. Yeah. And it would have that wand. Okay, yeah. I know exactly what sort of gear the simulacrum has.
Right,
Not
cool.
that I'm going to be making it cast spells or anything. But
So you
Just-
teleport?
Yep.
Is
Teleporting
anyone...
Genesis, myself, Angathis Simulacrum, myself, my Simulacrum, and I believe the last person is Axdeath.
Angus
We're
would
going
just
to,
mention that we will have to return to pick up Nubek at some point. But no, Angus is not going to resist. Angus is, after being a magic mage for a while, he has a fair idea. If he resists this, he's not going to be teleported.
Right, cool.
Good luck with resisting it.
I have a plus 15 to my saving throw. I think I'm the only one that has a chance of resisting it.
It is indeed giving you a chance.
Right, so... No one's going to resist. Because 2 party members are currently AFK. You appear.
No.
Oh, you are going to resist.
No, I was just saying no.
Ah, okay. You appear in an inn where you see a familiar face. Oh, look! Look what the cat dragged in.
A little bow.
You
Right.
gave me
Where's the fucker?
ability to see, and then left me to get tortured.
Who are you?
Oh! I 100% thought you died.
Well, I'm kind
This
of
guy.
harmless.
That's handy.
That's rather unfortunate. That means you won't really be able to do any magic.
Also
Unless you
means
got-
he can't do anything underhanded to us.
Nope.
Uh,
Funny man. Anyway, so you're on the way into the castle as
Point us in the right direction.
Istal was talking about. He he looks like he would face palm if he could.
It took a second for my mind to register what you fucking said.
Alright, so
Go ahead.
First you're going to need to get one of the guards who are currently wiping a lot of people out. Try not to kill him. He'll have valuable information. I believe his name is Terrence. Secondly, you're going to need to make sure that there's at least 13 people that you have near you at all times, because if you are found alone, you will most likely be singled out. Luckily for you, he sort of points a bit of the nub that is still left towards the inn. You can see that there's 13 civilians huddled around. You can just get them to walk
Sure.
around with you.
Oh, cool. Cannon fodder.
And finally, once you have Terrence and you brought him back here, you'll need to interrogate him, which I'm sure is the easiest part for all of you.
Oh, actually, that is there is a question. Jimus, what? I'm sure there is many. Are there untold applications for magic and torture?
I just look at him. Oh yes. Oh yes.
Many,
Interesting.
many, many, many.
Might have him peel his own skin off.
Go get Terrence. He'll be in the high. Well, no, not the high. He'll be in the low, income district.
Does anybody mind if I go and do this?
Make sure you take the 13 people with you. You don't want to be singled out.
I don't mind. I don't mind. The longer that one has
Singled
the
out
rest,
by
the
who?
better.
He seems to have some flashbacks. By the Hollow One.
Okay.
I've completely forgotten this dude's name, by the way, because I had
Boys.
just sort of I had completely written this guy off as dead.
Yeah. I had also written him off as dead, but then I thought, why not bring him back, but armless?
I mean, it's funny because technically, what Agatha said to him still stand. If he's able to survive till the end, Agatha doesn't see a reason why we won't bring him out with us.
Right.
It's just now occurring to Agatha, maybe this guy will survive. He somehow survived torture. He should have fucking died.
I'll take the 13 people with me.
Alright. As you set off, Joey.
Yes.
Actually, no. Jenny. What is
Yes?
your passive... What is your passive insight?
My passive insight. Passive insight. I'm just gonna use the one that I'm not very good at. 20.
Wait. Something feels off.
Hmm?
Something feels off.
How does it feel off?
You're not sure.
Oh, something feels off to me.
Yeah.
Hang on a second, guys.
It's your mouse. It's dead.
Something's not right. I'd like to try and figure out what's wrong.
Question. How
What's that?
soon do you say that? Does Jimis get out the door before you're able to say that? Or
Oh, I'd say it
Jimis,
immediately.
no, Jimis is out the door when that feeling starts.
Ah, yes. Poor Jimis.
You don't die.
I also Flash of Genius it, so that's 34.
34. There's a lot of windows in this place. Why does it feel like someone's aiming a gun at you?
I'd like to dodge roll.
Right? You dodge roll as you hear a familiar gunshot. One you've heard before, one that you have used.
Motherfuckers using my own gun against me.
Yeah, but it can't be because it was outside of this world.
like fucking Nosferatu wouldn't have brought it in just so that we have to fucking deal with our weapons as
I can
well.
entirely see that happening, yes.
So we see him dodge. So we see him dodge roll, and the place that he was standing gets like the wood fucked
It's just
up.
a bullet hole.
Yeah, you see a
3-inch hole in it.
That's going to be annoying. Agathis looks around the room. This is going to be an issue, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm gonna need each of you to make me dex saving throws when I call for that because you will not be able to see this person.
Ah, yes. He is built for stealth, isn't he? Yeah.
He's not built
Fairly
for
sure the only
stealth.
person who can reliably see him just left the building.
Yep.
Well,
So-
you and Genesis
Wait,
is about the only two
Genesis.
that might be
My
able
passive is a
to be
26.
reliable.
Anyway, so Genesis, you're a gunshot behind you and you're just walking around. And at some point you find a group of guards currently killing what can only be considered an elderly man who seems to be down on his luck and putting his soul into something. Anything you want to do? James?
So just an elderly man.
Just an elderly man getting murdered and then having their soul put into something. There's several guards that are doing this. It's not a quick
Not a me problem.
process. Alright. You keep walking. You find
I do
guards.
prestidigitate a not a me problem card into his pocket though.
Find several more guards doing the same thing. And you get to a square where there's quite a few bodies, and there's about 3 guards there. One who seems to be in much nicer armor than the others. Looks like a priest of some sort.
I'm just gonna continue making that not a me problem.
Right. So where are you going?
Following people to where I'm supposed to go.
Oh no, they're following you.
Then I'm just gonna head to where I'm supposed to go.
You're meant to find Terrence, who is meant to be one of the guards.
Yeah, you didn't. We didn't ask for a description as to what he looked like.
Nope.
Then I'll go up to a guard and ask. I'll go up to the really nice looking one.
Alright.
Hi.
Yes. What do you need, peon?
I'm looking for Terrence.
Terrence. You'll find him in a little desk area. He doesn't like going outside much. Over there.
Thank you. I hand him a silver coin.
Citizen. Very generous, as he puts it away. This donation to the great gods will be very, very welcome.
I walk over to where Terrence should be.
You get to the door. It says occupied.
I open it.
You try to open it. It's locked.
I'm going to pick the lock.
What's your passive?
27.
27. Yeah. You basically lockpick as you open it, and you see a guard currently on the loo.
Hi, you Terrence?
Yes. May I ask why you have decided to see me whilst my trousers were below ankles and I was shitting?
I'm impatient.
Hi, impatient.
Fucking understatement of the
Terrence.
year.
Hi, impatient. I'm Terrence. What can I do for you?
I was supposed to come see you, get some info.
Oh, what info do you need?
How to get inside some castle. Wasn't exactly
Oh,
paying attention.
Oh, you wish to get into the castle of Vlad? Well, that's easy.
Sounds like a great idea.
Well, that's easy if you want to get into the castle of Vlad. One problem is you need a key.
Oh, wait,
You sort of
Lad. What's his name? The big guy. The Death Knight guy.
Oh, well, yeah, he's currently taken up residence there since Vlad went on holidays.
That works then.
You just need a key, as he sort of pats some keys that are on the side of the toilet stall.
Just gonna
These-
mage hand those.
Oh, you just take them. Hey! He's going to try and pull his pants up to try and chase after you. As he yells, thief. And the guards will turn around. That heard Terrence yelling thief.
I'm just going to teleport back into the building.
Without the
else?
other 14, without the other 13 people? I'm going to take that as a yes.
Well, shit.
Axdef, Jenny, and Troy. I need you to roll me at least 3 dexterity saving throws. Luckily, you get pluses to your AC. Pluses to this save thanks to
Axe.
Axdef.
Yeah, what's your
Oh.
charisma, buddy?
My charisma is a +3.
Sweet.
Plus,
So
I really wish this wasn't a dex saving throw, though.
oh, I do as well.
Deck saves are kind of nice though.
But I don't have a fucking
I'm going
plus
to
to my
use
save
plus
at all, except for the
15.
+3 from.
Make that an 18.
I don't. Yeah, I have only got the +3 for my charisma.
Fair enough.
yeah, I'm just looking if I have anything else. Just before I roll. No, I've got some that make me re-roll.
I'm fucking dead.
Why'd you
So
roll?
1,
Because Max said
2.
roll 3
Oh, yeah.
d20s.
So
So I rolled 3.
First one, I am going to use magical guidance. Spend a sorcery point to
Aren't on saving
reroll.
throws.
Ah, yeah, that's right. It's skills. I do not care enough to lucky this. Do I care enough to lucky this?
Well, I got a 6, 6, and an 8. So
Alright.
I got an 18, an 18, and 23.
I don't see why I don't lucky this. Well, that's still an 18. No, that's still a 12. No? That's a 15 now instead of a 12. So I got a 15, a 23, and a 22.
Today, protocol confirmed. Greetings, SOM. Do you wish to activate recluse?
Alright, so Axdef, as you've jumped and dived and dodged, you've at some point taken 69 damage.
nice.
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 HP isn't updated on fucking nothing. updated.
On Genesis, I'm seeing two rolls from you, Genesis. Where's your third roll?
A little higher. I Flash of Genius it. It was an 11 plus Flash of Genius is an 18.
So that's
He got 2 18s and a
okay,
23.
Cool. To you, you take 54 damage.
I take
as you
50.
get hit. Yep. An Anger Fist.
I got a 15, a 23, and a 22.
You're taking the least amount of damage at 19.
I get shot once at the first point, and it's like, yeah, that's not happening again.
So you return, Alexander, and you see that there are bullet holes in pretty much all the windows.
Well, that wasn't me. Go to look around to see if I can notice anyone.
You see that everyone is currently, like, hiding behind the walls, not near windows. I need
See
you to
anyone
make a
outside
dex
the
save.
windows? Anyone?
21. Alright. You take 24 piercing damage as you get shot.
From which direction?
You believe it's in your back.
Yeah, I'm going to turn and look in that direction.
You see a broken window. And a roof.
See if I can see anyone outside of the window.
You cannot.
So, how are we getting into that castle, Jimmers?
I hold up the keys as I'm moving behind a wall.
Also, we probably should have put. Are there any like tables or anything even in this place?
Yes.
Given that it's an inn, you know, really should have thought to put those tables up against all the walls.
Seems like it's currently
Why is
just
someone
set.
shooting at us?
Well,
You
Genesis.
all hear a familiar voice. Because you're freaking bad guys.
Where does that voice come from?
You hear it all around. Genesis, this sounds very familiar. However, it's not how you actually speak, but it's your voice.
Oh god damn it! It brought me back.
I mean, yeah, I'm an evil asshole.
No,
Typically.
because the body he's using my body with the personality of before I lost all my memories. God damn it.
All right. Well, seeing as it's your body and the you before we knew you, you deal with it.
He doesn't
Or
remember.
we could just ignore him and leave.
True.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ignore me. Let's see how long that lasts. I'll be
It's
dragging
gonna-
your corpses back with
Hold up.
money
Did
to
anyone just
spare.
hear the wind? That wind's getting really loud now.
I would like to be like when he's talking. I'd like to be trying to narrow down his location.
Sure, roll a perception check.
I'd like to try the same.
$27.
Roll us a perception check.
Do I roll?
Yeah.
Oh, we roll another one.
36.
Alright, cool. So, Genesis, you're getting there, and then Jimus, you know exactly where they are. As I need you to make me one more perception check to see them.
33.
33. You see, you can barely see them as they seem to shimmer in and out of location.
Far away are they?
They were at the same location that they just shot you at. You could see them, but they couldn't see you by the looks of things.
Roughly how far away are they?
Well, considering you're at a wall, they're a good 90 feet away.
Okay.
Okay, so what's happening?
So Jimus just saw Genesis shimmering in and out of existence for a moment.
Yeah.
I'm going to move over towards where they are.
Right. So you get behind the wall that's next to the window that you believe they are.
Yep.
Alright, roll us a stealth check to do so.
$29.
29. You get to the location, and what are you doing now?
Far away am I now?
You're within 30 feet.
I'm going to use momentary stasis on them. They need to make me a constitution saving throw.
What does momentary stasis do?
When you reach 6th level, magically force a large or smaller creature that you can see within 60 feet to make a constitution saving throw. Or they become encased in a field of magical energy until the end of my next turn, until the creature takes damage.
Right.
While in this state, the creature is incapacitated.
Here we go. Con save. What do they have to beat?
30.
Why is it 30?
Arcane Grimoire, Necklace of Vecna, Silver Gloves, Proficiency bonus, and Intelligence of +10.
How do you already have a +10 intelligence?
Because I had 24 intelligence when I came into this world. Then I just got 3 ability score increases, and I took the feat of
Gifted intelligence.
Gifted Intelligence, which allowed me to increase my intelligence further.
Well, they can't. They have no way of, getting that save. How long does it last for?
1 round, or, well, until their next,
Alright,
until my
so
next
you
turn.
cast it.
Yep.
Now what?
Point him out to everyone.
Everyone roll perception checks to try and see them.
Currently grabbing my food. I'll be back in a second.
Natural 20.
26.
Alright, Genesis, you see Genesis. Angerfist, you can kinda see them.
Is there a window behind them?
No, they're outside. On a window.
Okay.
Well,
My immediate thought is to dive through that window and grab them.
You would have to be pretty good at that, and even with expertise, I doubt you'd be able to.
It's because grappling's not my strong suit. Well,
Does it matter if we heard them?
probably not.
I was directing that more to Jimmers, because clearly Jimmers is telling us this because they've got them stunned.
But I mean, do what you like. I can do this again if we need to.
Ooh. I don't think I'm gonna need that level. So it's gonna need to make me a dex saving throw.
I believe it can't move.
I got
so
an
it'll
11 for that
fail.
perception roll.
I believe it can't move, so if I am correct about that, it will fail.
Actually, it can take dex saving throws. It's not prohibited from that. Restrained.
It's just incapacitated.
It has a
means it
speed of
can't
0
take-
and cannot take actions or reactions.
Or reactions, yeah.
Alright,
We'll
let's
need
see.
to beat
It's
the
dex save.
25.
A 25. Well, it sure diddly didn't by 1.
Nice. So, that is 8, 9, 10, 14. Cool. Yeah, I'm not going to transmute this. So it's going to take 52 points of fire damage because I cast Fireball at 9th level because I don't think I'm actually going to need my 9th level spell slot. Much as I
You
will
did
need
what?
my 9th level. I have nothing else to use. I do not have a 9th level spell to use, so I might as well upcast it to 9th level.
Fair enough.
I'm then gonna move closer, and it is going to need to make me a wisdom saving throw.
It fails.
That's cool. It is now held personed.
Awesome. I'm gonna.
I tell the rest of
It
you
is
this.
now its turn as it is now still held because it is back to your group's turn because it is currently still in the stasis field.
I move over to it and pull it inside the room.
You cannot. There is a gap between the two buildings. It is
Oh,
on a roof, shooting at you guys. Well, it's not anymore.
You guys want to
Was.
get over there and fuck it up? You can. It's currently held.
I don't believe I can see it though, so because I got an 11 for my roll.
Yeah, you don't see it.
Yep.
how far is
Going
it
to be
from the
back.
other building?
How far is what?
How far is the distance between the two buildings?
10 feet.
So,
Sorry, not 10 feet, 5 feet.
so I could jump out the window onto the other roof.
You could try.
I'm gonna break the window first.
The window's already kind of broken.
Oh, I thought he was jumping through a window that wasn't broken.
I'd like to.
Because it would have
run
been funny
and
for
launch
him to bounce
myself-
off the window.
I'd like to run and launch myself onto the other roof.
You're going to try and launch yourself on the other roof?
Yes,
How?
I'm
Should
going to.
ask me for help.
How are you launching yourself? These are all things that I don't think you can do, but you're going to have to explain how you can.
Essentially, just diving.
Alright, so you dive through the window and then try and land on the building. Which is slightly elevated to where the window is, because he's been shooting downward towards you guys.
Alright. I'm going to use my bonus action to use the Ring of Jump, and then I'm going to make a running jump towards the building.
Right.
That should give me 30 feet of movement. Well, jumping distance, I should say.
As you jump, from the corner of
I
your
have
eye, you can
returned.
see two very angry-looking shadows standing right behind the wall, staring at what is probably Axdeath and Angerfist. Which are Axdeath and Angerfist.
Okay.
You're gonna still jump over? Using jump?
Yeah, I've already declared that I'll do that. Yep.
Alright, cool. You've landed where you believe the individual is. You can still see them, but they are shimmering in and out of existence, even though they were in a stasis field.
And Angerfist and Axdeath are also shimmering out of existence, aren't they?
No, they aren't.
They are just shadows.
You are unsure why they are more coherent than this one is, but they are very much more
Solid.
solid.
Yeah.
Aiden dropped 10.
Chair, have you? It's that fucking hot in here.
It's getting hot in here. Keep your clothes on.
I will fire a firebolt at the Genesis.
What's wrong with you?
Is it held in place by the hold person?
Max isn't here, I believe, at this current moment. I think he's talking to his mum.
The
So-
murmuring you can hear is probably David too. Hey,
Oh.
Genesis. Okay,
Never mind
well,
then.
I'll get to Genesis when he has time to do thing. Jimus, what are you doing?
I'm casting firebolt at the Genesis illusion. Is it held in place? Hold person? My
No,
spell effects ended.
that spell effect never affected it, because it is mindless. It is controlled by a
Oh.
separate entity.
Hold object.
so the whole person didn't. Oh, so I would have felt that the whole person wouldn't have worked.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what
then
I
I
meant
would not
by
have
it
told.
failed.
Does the 25
Yeah.
hit it?
Okay, then I would have said like, yeah, I
25
can't hold
hits.
person.
19 fire damage.
As whatever's making them shimmer in and out of existence still happens, but now it looks like they're on fire. Right,
End my turn.
cool. So, while you two are just chilling there, you both see something you don't want to see. Goliath fists coming through the walls and then grabbing onto you. Both of you.
Oh. That is all that escapes Angerfist's mouth. As
Charlie,
I presume.
Oh.
As I
Oh.
you feel
presume.
your
I
shirt get
think-
grabbed, and you get
Yeah.
dragged across the wall before being thrown against the wall and pulled through as you're looking at yourself looking at you.
Yeah, like as I said, I'm pretty sure all I got out is an O before I pulled through a wall.
Axdeath, as you are no longer a squishy human, your copy of yourself is currently trying to find a good angle to pull you through a wall.
Can I try to pull him through the wall?
Sure, roll an athletics check.
Something I'm good in. It's probably going to be a shit roll anyway. Fuck that! I'm
I
using
give you
lucky.
advantage.
I'm using lucky. Fucking okay, 21.
21. You are pulled through the wall still.
Damn it.
You're not just dragged across the wall, though, this time. You're just pulled through. Before you then see yourself staring at you with murderous intent, before they chuck you at Angerfist, and Angerfist chucks Angerfist at Axdeath. Axdeath, please get your level 11 character sheet up.
Okay.
We're going
Wait,
to
level
start...
11?
Yes.
Did I make it a level 11?
You should have.
I made a level 10.
Should be level 11.
Made a level 10.
Would I have seen whether this version of me is holding Head Splitter?
There is a shadow-like version
Wait.
being held.
Or after the no, it would be the after upgrade version too. I
No.
believe.
It's the original.
Oh, before. Okay.
A lot of this is more original. The only part that it like your personality is much more basic in this version too. He's
Yeah.
seeing this one sees you as a magic coward.
I'm.
Yep.
So I technically apparently didn't make a level 10, even though I made a level 10 save. I only had a level
Lovely.
8 save.
Lovely.
So I've just upped it to level 11. I'm just going to have to roll the free HP dice for it. So
Jenny, are you here? No. Okay.
I've gone.
Eunice, you're seeing all of this happen.
It's like the best dream ever. I'm getting the
Jesus.
barbarian beaten up by the barbarian, beating up the other barbarian.
You can also see an individual walking towards a location. Very familiar in how they present themselves, but not the same clothing.
Also got tough.
What does it appear to be?
That's 6 and the 1 that you rolled,
Roll
Cody,
us-
and I upgraded to 7.
Roll
Yeah,
us
so-
a history check.
So it's 7 plus 7, 14.
Plus 12.
Plus 12.
Plus
so
15.
Right.
So 26 plus 15.
Yep.
Is
A
that
very interesting sight to see.
41.
Indeed.
so? Because my brain lacks the power of basic mathematics.
You're going to have to excuse that he is sitting on a throne
One.
in this image, but
2.
walking in to this location as
What benefit?
Genesis becomes
So-
more coherent and more well, not coherent. What's the word?
Solid.
Solid. You can now see Genesis as you see behind him this individual.
Hey, I know that guy. Fuck that guy.
I entirely agree with you. Hence why he is now getting a 5th level catapult.
Question, Chuck. So how are we doing these fights?
So,
Oh, well, naturally your barbarians will be going first.
Okay. I was just
However,
asking,
it
are
is
we
a
rolling?
coin toss to see who goes first in what retrospect.
I was more asking, are we doing are we swapping between our barbarians and us now, and are we doing this all at once?
No, it'll be 1v1, then 1v1, and then 2v1,
Okay.
and then 4v1, most likely.
Okay. That is what I wanted to know.
so brutal critical.
So, Alexander, you see that you have already done a little bit of damage to this individual. They're kind of on fire. Or at least they look like they're on fire.
Right.
As
I
they look
cast-
towards you. And they
Does that
will
mean they didn't
say
take any damage?
they did. It looks like they were burnt.
I was more asking,
Um,
did they not take any damage from my fireball?
They did. Don't worry.
Sweet.
Um.
Relentless rage.
Oh, fuck, that's right. They have that, don't they? It's gonna be
Yep.
so much more annoying.
So it turns out I did actually make this character to level 10. It's just I didn't change the level. So I might have just accidentally upped the HP.
Congratulations.
I don't believe 221 makes sense for a level 11 when my HP is 223.
You only added your hit
So-
points once. So you only
I'll-
added your constitution modifier once.
No, that was plus 15, wasn't it? Oh, wait.
I
Yeah,
You know,
added. I
Yeah, no, so I added the plus. It was a total of 41 total.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if I already had the HP up at 180, which was what it was at originally.
You
Or if
should
I've-
have had. You should have had more health. I reckon the one you've got now makes more sense because you would have more health than me because you picked Fortitude, which gave you just straight up 40 more health.
I agree with Angus.
Oh, yeah.
Now.
My level 11 Angerfist has 190
And then I've also got
health,
the tough
so you
feat, so
should
that
have
means
more.
that it increases by another 2.
6.
6. So it's not 221. It's
227.
227.
You
So
saying Fox?
I've just made this worse for myself.
So
No, you've made it worse for me.
brandishing his
Oh.
gun, Genesis says, "The bounty on your head will make a nice addition to my collection." As
What
he's
is this
going to
fucking
aim
general
his
business?
gun towards you, but it's your turn.
I'm going to cast Tasha's Otherworldly Guise on myself.
Alright. What's that do?
A whole bunch of things. Immune to the charm condition, spectral wings, flying speed, +2 to AC. I can now attack twice. Immunity to radiant and necrotic damage. And then I'm going to use my action,
Action.
to shove him off the roof.
Alright. Roll a shove.
'24.
24. You push him. Are you pushing him into the wall of the other building or just off the roof?
Just off the roof.
Alright. So not like off the roof into the wall, so he like hits several things on his way down.
I mean, if I can do that, I will do that. But if I can just get a clearing, I'll shove him there.
Roll us 5d6.
Random bullshit damage.
And now roll us a d100.
79.
Alright. Well, now I'm just gonna roll this.
So what's going
You
on?
hear a sickening crunch before you see an explosion of like blackness.
Why is it that his character always seems to beat enemies by throwing them off of tall places?
Good
Gravity
question.
is my ally.
Till it becomes your enemy.
Alright, so Angerfist, we'll start with you. Going up against Axdef, the Rage Mage
Cool.
versus the Rage
Me.
Mage versus the very big and scary individual.
Agatha's mind is more just like, this is going to be much more annoying. This is going to be a lot more annoying, seeing as I can't hold a person this year.
Just be
That
glad
is
I
what
never
he's
took
thinking.
Mage Slayer.
Roll initiative.
Everyone or just him?
Just those two.
10.
20.
Your saving grace, your dexterity,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna guess a feat as well.
Yeah, I took alert because I couldn't think of any
Going
other.
first, Anger Fist.
How close am I to this? To this?
You were thrown at me, so
Yeah,
I'd
you're
say with your 10.
basically at his chest. You know
That is
you know that image where like Donkey looks up towards Shrek? That's basically you.
Yeah. That is unfortunate. Do I just take this turn to set up? Hmm. Or I could pile on as much damage as I possibly can.
We'll try.
Hmm. You know what? I'm gonna pile on as much damage as I possibly can. As I fireball as I cast fireball at 6th level twice.
What's your feet?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Roll me 2 dex saves, buddy.
Huh.
Well, that's 1. Still
Wait.
fails. You can see me doing this, so you have advantage.
Oh, didn't know that.
But I'm gonna let you know that you will not beat my save DC.
Oh, probably not. No, not with a +3.
I have a 25.
Like,
yeah.
I love this. I hate this so much, but I love it so much. I've gotten
Alright.
all low rolls up until then.
Alright, so roll that damage.
Once, twice. So 71 fire
Yep.
damage.
Write that down on your character, Axtef.
How
as
much
it
was
is
it?
now your
71?
turn. 71
This is
damage.
going to hurt.
As it is now your turn.
Alright.
Well,
Well,
at least it's your turn, but it's not you.
not my turn.
Barbarian.
It's my turn, but not my turn.
Yeah.
Alright, well. As a fucking a barbarian always does, I will rage.
Yep.
And then I will use my 2 attacks on Anger Fist. So 2d20s plus 10. I've got lucky, I believe, as well. I'm just gonna make sure.
You do.
That's on my other character. I don't know if I took lucky on at this
Well, the
time.
question is, are you recklessing?
No, I didn't say reckless.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't have lucky.
Well,
So-
your second attack will hit, but that first attack was a natural 1.
Yeah. So Max, what happens? Because the first attack was a natural 1.
Nothing. I don't penalize character,
Okay.
not characters.
Alright,
Unfortunate.
so
So it just misses.
alright, so that is 2d12.
You know what? No. Actually, I'll save that.
The 7 becomes a 10. Alright. I fucked up.
How is
There
it
we
plus 10?
That's whilst raging. We went through this. I remember going through this with yous. Because whilst not raging, it's only a +7. And whilst raging, it's a +10. I went. I
How
remember
is-
we went through this because I fucked it up
What's the
majorly.
plus
How's
4
it-
at the end, though?
Hey?
What's the plus 4 at the end?
My fanatical stuff. Well,
Alright, cool.
half of the zealot.
The rage damage at the moment is only +3. Does
Yeah,
that mean your strength is a +7?
No, it's +6.
plus
That
6,
means that
remember, it's a
+10
plus
will be a
1.
+10.
It's plus 1.
Oh yeah,
right?
it's a
Yeah,
plus
the
one,
actual
remember?
+1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I forget that. Apologies. 32.
Cool. Look, I understand it's a little confusing, but trust me, it all checks out. That's now your turn, Troy, as you get thumped.
If this was before the upgrade, would that not be a 1d12?
No. So
It's his
it's-
post upgrade.
No, all of yours have the level thing, remember? Because there's level, but you got your weapon upgraded.
Oh right, yeah. Well, so did he. Okay, yeah. That's why it is a 2d12.
Yeah.
That's right. At level 11, they got the Wait, at level 11 is that when they got the damage die increase? Cool.
Pretty sure. I could
Hold up,
be
let me
wrong.
You're the,
let me have
you're,
let me have a
the
look.
one, you're the only one with that information, Tox.
Oh wait, yeah.
Oh shit! I thought I sent it to you guys.
Nope.
Damn. Guess I'm just gonna have to look.
We posted
here.
in one of the chats ages and ages ago.
Yeah, fair.
And you didn't pin it.
Troy. No, I don't want Troy's. I want X-Def. Yeah,
Because
at
I
level
recall-
9, gain an extra 1d12. That's for the Might of Grumish. And at level 11,
Okay.
Bloodlust. Let's see what Bloodlust was. Bloodlust for the next 5 enemies.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that level 9 increase in damage die applied to all of ours.
Alright, well, whilst you take a
Right.
turn,
So
I'm going to just wash up my plate.
Well, can't wait till it's your turn. You can thump someone as well. Speaking of which, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
It is now my turn.
Yeah.
You. So,
Yours only goes
That-
up by a d6, not 2d6. I wonder what was going
Yeah.
through my head that day.
I don't know.
Anyway, what you doing?
So, that did in fact hurt. So, I want to do what I thought I should have done before. Um,
Also, Alexander, if you want to know what happened, that D100 was to see how likely, if they failed their deck save, it would be that they snapped their neck. And they failed their deck save. And, yeah. Could you imagine if there was a 5th level spellcaster with him that was played by
Oh yeah.
James? I'm pretty sure this would be a very scary thing for anyone.
yeah.
I'm not going to be on the receiving end of that.
Receiving end of what?
See,
Yeah.
me.
So, I am really hoping your character does not have any sort of range. So, I'm going to dimension door myself 100 feet into the air and cast Fly on myself. And just sort of look at you, at the shadow version of you, is like, right, what you gotta do now? I do not remember whether you have any ranged capabilities.
Pulls out a fucking
Javelins, you
crossbow.
forgot about the javelin.
I don't
Shadow
remember.
javelins will appear in one of their hands. For the
Funny
purpose
thing
of
is-
this, you have
Of
infinite
course.
shadow javelins.
Oh fuck! Okay, what's the damage of a shadow javelin?
1d8, I believe. Or it's 1d6.
Make your
Someone
choice.
Fact check that real quick.
Givers, how far up did you teleport?
100 feet.
100 feet.
Okay.
Might actually be
So
out
what
of
you
range.
telling?
It's within range,
1d6.
it's just got disadvantage.
So what you're telling us, Top,
Javelins
is
are a
that Shadow
d6.
Axe Death is now a Knight of Yeet.
Might as well be.
So, Axteth, you have disadvantage on these attacks.
Yep.
Make your
Alright,
attacks.
so 2 separate javelin throws.
Yep. Are you going to reckless these or?
You know, I've got
just
unlimited,
throw
so why
things?
the fuck not?
Alright, cool.
So, and I've still got the attack bonus of +10. So
Now,
That
the
makes
flavor
it a-
text of this, you are throwing. The flavor of the text is.
It would
that you're
only be a
throwing
9.
These... Yeah, it'd only be a +9.
wait for the javelin or just over the board?
The javelin.
For the
Just for javelin. Okay.
Yeah, for anything that is not your axe, really.
Okay. What about my fist?
Even your fist, as long as it's your axe, everything else
It's
is
a
not
plus.
your axe.
Okay.
Anyway,
But I can make my
roll
fist
the
higher.
attacks.
Alright, so this will be the first one.
And it's a
Fucking
flat roll.
hell.
20,
So that's a 19.
a 19. Did
Oh,
19
yep,
hit you?
shit, sorry, 19.
Yes, it does. And I'm going to
Alright.
lucky the natural 20.
Alright.
No, that was the wait.
No, because
Reckless,
it's a flat roll.
Oh.
reckless attack would bring it to a flat roll. So I'm just taking that as both his rolls.
Yep. And you're gonna
Okay, so I've got to
lucky the
re-roll
nat
the
20.
lucky now.
Yeah.
Yes. So roll another d20.
I'm gonna. No, I don't have lucky. I was about to say I'm gonna lucky that.
Alright, so 1 hits. Roll the damage. 1d6, I believe you said?
Yeah, 1d6 plus the rage.
Plus 9.
And
Yeah.
I will need to roll my con save.
Falls out of the
13.
sky instantly. That would be.
What a way to go.
I'll just take that health away. That would be annoying. That is.
If only you dimension doored 200 feet up.
True.
But then you would leave poor little axe there.
So that is a 21 for my con save.
Alright, cool. You succeed. Alright, we'll pause that there. James,
Yes.
you can see the Hollow Knight stares towards you as he points one of his fingers. You stole from us. You took it all. Now we'll take it back.
Finders keepers.
As for no reason at all, you have a tremendous feeling of wanting to blink. Do you blink?
Sure.
Alright, cool. You blink, and the Hollow King is now in front of you, swinging their sword.
Perfect.
Then he tickles your nose.
AC is currently 25.
28 hits then.
Reaction shield.
Reaction counterspell.
My simulacrum reaction counterspells.
Shit, he doesn't have a magic user on his side to do that. Right. His second attack. Right, 37 will definitely hit.
To hit.
I'd hope. Unless, of course, you got silvery barbs you're about to pull out your ass.
Could make him re-roll a few times, but I'm not going to. He deserves to hit me at least once.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
He's got a Vorpal Blade.
You take 37 damage.
Any specific type?
Tell you what, I'm just got to get the damage type up because I forgot to get it up. Type of damage is force.
How much did you say?
You take 37 force. Oh wait, hang on. You wearing adamantine?
I'm not.
Okay, cool. Let me re-roll that real quick. As this blade shaped in a rift design slices into you. What's your maximum health again?
279.
Cool. Well, you took 120 damage from Blade of Disaster. What are you doing? It's your turn. I'm going to give you one
Okay.
turn to make something before I return to the axe and anger.
Axing Anger.
The angry axe.
My simulacrum is going to
The Anger
cast.
Death.
It's going to use momentary stasis on it
Alright.
to make a Constitution saving throw. Then it uses Convergent Futures, which makes it automatically fail.
It says it automatically succeeds because of legendary action.
Legendary action.
Yep.
Sorry, legendary resistance.
Yep.
Right.
You have another one of those up your sleeve. That scares me. I don't know how many of those you have up your sleeve, but that scares me.
10.
Oh dear.
I am going to cast Mirror Image on myself.
Alright.
And my simulacrum is going to. Then I'm going to cast. Let's go with Time Stop.
D4 plus 1, I believe it is.
Yep.
And you remember, if you do any hostile actions, time ends.
Break.
Yeah. 4 rounds. Alright, you got 4 rounds to do what you want.
Okay.
Delayed fireball, delayed fireball, delayed fireball, delayed fireball. Not hostile actions.
Could do that, but I'm not going to.
Would you like to think about what you're going to do for the next 4 rounds while I just
Sure.
go through these guys? Alright. I believe it's Angafist's turn.
Correct.
This is I'm just going to quickly look at time stop. So I think time stop affects everyone but Jimis.
Yeah, but right now I'm just going to get through with you guys because when
Okay.
you guys unfreeze, you'll be doing this anyway.
Fair. So, funny thing, minds think alike similarly. Angerfist himself casts mirror image.
So as you see, James cast mirror image, you're just like, maybe I'm not
Oh,
that bad of a mage after all, or is he just the bad mage?
True. And then, you know what? The simulacrum can die, I guess. Yeah, it'll be fine. So
I
the
think the
simulacrum.
simulacrum kind of wants death anyway with how they feel.
Yeah. If it was it was Angerfist, and it's my, as it is just another Angerfist, it 100% would want death. So
Okay.
you do have a chance of succeeding these saving throws. You just don't know where this thing is coming from, so you don't actually. Does the shadowy axe death actually? Can the shadowy axe death see the simulacrum Angerfist?
No, because they were too focused on you.
Flying you.
Cool. So you're gonna need to make 2 dex saves.
Can't wait to fail.
You have a chance of succeeding. You just need to roll natural
Low.
20s.
Yeah, low chance of succeeding. Dex saving throws. Oh, that's right. This one has a +4. Alright, 2 dex saves. Fail.
Wait. So this is going to be a 8th and 7th level fireballs. So 8th is 8, 13, D6.
Wonder
So
when
first one,
Genesis is going to get back.
58.
I've been
You think
sitting
we're
here
Plus
the entire time.
42.
Oh, you've been senior? Sorry, dude. I didn't know you were back.
And
You
then
just
that
disappeared.
is
And
15d10 damage that this guy is going to be taking. 87. Hey, it's not dead.
So, do I half fire damage?
No, you are not that kind of barbarian.
Okay, so what's the total damage here? 90, 100 damage.
Yeah, 100 damage. Let me just really quick calculate.
You know what? I'm just going to use stone endurance.
that's fair.
Okay.
Might as
matter
what.
fucking
Remember.
well.
Remember, this isn't you.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware.
So, you know.
So now, just add back 14 HP I've taken.
Then I am going to tell you now to not bother rolling a dex save because you cannot beat my spell save DC.
Just do it anyway.
Yeah, he can do it anyway if he feels like it.
Wait, so that was 2 attacks. Oh wait, no, one was from mirror image.
Simulacrum.
No,
Oh,
that's from the
I thought the
simulacrum.
simulacrum died.
Nah.
It did not.
No, I thought you killed him.
No.
I thought that's why he was dead.
I'm saying it can die because it takes damage whenever it casts a spell until it's had a proper wrestling.
Well,
as
I got a
per which-
13, so
13 and a 14.
So that is 44 extra fire damage and
and
43.
So
okay,
that's
well you win.
87.
Done.
So the the axe death poofs are in a puff of like black shadows. As we return to Alexander.
So I use my first action to put up a wall of force around the guy.
Right,
I then use my bonus action to activate my shield.
right,
I then move 60 feet away.
right,
And I'm going to drink a health potion on each of those rounds.
right. 4 rounds. That's all 4 rounds?
Yep, and then my Simulacrum is going to use their bonus action to cast Blade of Disaster.
Oh dear God. So once that's all over, Anger Fist. As you
I've got to
look
make 2
over
attacks against them.
Yeah. Once you, I just got to say what happens when time stop has ended, real quick. As time stop ends, Anger Fist Max Def. You see Anger Fist as he grows to a size larger, ready to fuck shit up, falls over. Wall of Forces disconnected him from. Wall of Forces
That's fantastic.
disconnected this one from doing anything.
No, the easy. Angerfist is just going to think, well, easy pickings for Axe.
You know, the more and more I look at your character, the more and more they look like Alice Cooper.
Oh,
Really?
yeah.
I believe that's
So-
a crit.
One of those is a crit. Now with Blade of Disaster crits, it is only the primary damage that gets critted, the extra damage does not. So that is 12d12 plus plus 48.
Right. $28, 135 damage.
Alright, so that is alright, cool. And that slashes through the barrier, or
The blade can harmlessly pass through any barrier, including a wall of force, but it does not damage it.
cool. You slice into them as yeah, that's your turn.
It's the end of my turn.
Alright. It's going to make an attempt to hit your simulacrum. Do you wish to... You cannot lucky for simulacrum, can you?
I do not need to. My Simulacrum chooses for him to miss.
Chooses for him to miss. How does that work?
Convergent Future. Means a
Alright,
level of
which
exhaustion and he
one?
automatically misses.
Which one? First or second attack?
I will go with
Both
the
hit.
second.
The second. Right
I
now.
have returned.
Now I asked which one you wanted, and you chose the second. So
And
my
then it's going to use
apologies.
Chronological Shift on the first.
What's chronological shifter?
Gives it disadvantage.
Oh, so it's got a reroll. Alright, well, it's no longer a crit, so you're welcome. That's 37 force damage towards your simulacrum. If they're maintaining a spell concentration, they'll need to...
Yep, I'm about to apply that.
Yep. So, to everyone else, what do you want to do with this unconscious, large anger fist?
Oh well.
I mean, that's Axe, that's the issue.
Oh well. Great axe of smiting. Heard. Pretty strong.
You just smite him while he's on the ground. Alright, well, you have advantage. And
With
I'm
2
pretty
attacks, both being
sure-
smites at level 4.
I'm pretty sure when you're in the condition that he's in, you will crit if you hit.
Oh, lovely. So you're going to wipe away this dude's health really
If
quickly.
I hit. The keyword there is if I
You
hit.
have advantage, by the way.
Yeah, I know,
because
but
he's lying
still.
down.
2d20. Oh, it was technically 4d20
You have
plus
you have a
6.
bit with your plus 10. No, you have a different plus because you're a different thing.
I am a
See, this is
paladini.
why I didn't want you guys to get fucking. This is why I didn't want Alexander back to their full power because goddamn, did this make this too easy?
So,
Blade of Disaster was meant to be like the oh shit moment, and then
okay, well, first
Alright,
attack
so-
misses. Second attack is a crit.
second attack hits, and because technically it crits on a crit, that means it's maximized all damage.
Oh, sweet. Lay on your highest lay on a
Yeah, that's
fourth
why I
level
said smite.
buddy.
Yeah, that's why I said
Can someone
both
help
attacks were going to be
calculate
smite
that?
with a fucking.
That'll be 68. So 6 times 8
Hold up. Do you want me to do? I'll do it in the
equals 48. You have a great axe that is 12.
That's 24 plus 24.
Yeah. So
Oh, plus
Uh,
28 again.
40
Or did you already double
no, it's
briefing?
so it's 48.
48
that
plus
equals-
24.
That is 90. 48 times 2 is 96. Plus
96
24
plus 24.
is 120. Is 120.
And then plus 6 on the end of that. So that's plus 12.
100
Right.
and... No, it's you only hit once,
Oh.
so it's only plus 6.
Yeah, so that's
Um,
126.
Do you also have any other smite you want to add? Because bonus action.
As a bonus action smite. And at what level?
Oh, what is? Oh, I know what staggering smite does.
You've got thunderous, branding.
Oh, well, yeah, I've got
baleful.
branding. Wait, what was that one?
Baleful, I think, is another one.
No, don't have that one.
Banishing, banishing is fantastic.
No, I
Oh,
don't have
banishing.
banishing. I'll just use thunderous smite at level 4 as well.
Okay, what? Okay, I need to look up thunderous.
I can do that. It's all good. I have a thing set up for just to being
2d6
able to.
plus 1 every level above that, so it's 5d6, which is 30. So that's plus 60.
Plus 60. That's
So that's
186.
186 damage. And because they're asleep, they can't actually rage, but they're
She's
kind of
asleep.
stuck in size. As they take 100 and something damage.
It still exists.
Hi.
Alexander. Genesis.
Yes.
Genesis. Oh, okay, Genesis, you're here. Would you like to participate in beating up the
Shadow.
Anger Fist?
Angered shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Go ahead and roll some attacks then.
Fucking
With
hell.
advantage. And if you
I don't
hit,
think
then
he needs advantage.
If you hit,
He only
then
needs
crit.
to hit one. You legitimately only need to hit one attack, dude.
Still,
Yeah,
I want to
2
see
nat
if they
ones.
crit. I want to see if they crit again, so we get more crit.
Man, if your first attack hadn't missed,
And of course, there's extra.
that hits.
Awesome.
An extra attack. Let's see.
That hits.
Alright, cool. So both crits. Alright, well, that's being calculated. Alexander, what do you want to do?
Oh, my simulacrum's going to Blade of Disaster twice.
Alright. You may have noticed that the Blade Disaster is still up after they took that monumental amount of damage.
That's okay. The 25 and the 29 hit.
Wow. A pitiful 42 from me.
29
I'm going to
hits.
lucky both of them. Well, 29 hits.
Yes.
Simulacrum's going to apply
Continue.
chronological shift using up the last one of it. Damn.
I believe that hits as well now.
Yep. Okay, that's the damage all up. My simulacrum then uses. Oh, they can't use their bonus action. They use it. So they're just going to move away, and they are going to use.
Opportunity attack. I'm gonna guess they're gonna use that thing to make sure that they don't get hit, or are they fine being hit?
They're going to use that feature. They're going to use. What is it called? Convergent futures.
Alright, so they have to reroll?
Nope, that makes it miss.
Oh, alright. Cool.
They're going to use their action to dash so that they're 60 feet away from the sword.
Oh yeah, they can leave the sword to swing, can't they?
Yep.
Alright.
Okay.
Does the sword have
I-
hit die?
No,
Oh, that's convenient.
I am going to fly up 40 feet away.
Alright.
Don't blink.
So now,
And-
now there's just these two people flying in the sky. One.
And then I am going to cast. Angerfist is. Axtef is still up?
No, everyone, all of the simulacrum creatures are gone.
Okay. And I end my turn.
Alright. Its form shimmers as it attempts to make its way out of the box. However, it is stuck in the box. Tech is proud of this moment. As it is going to cast at a high level, Dispel Magic. Unless of course you want to cast Counterspell, of course.
Give me a moment. What spell did he cast? Dispel magic?
Yes, at a higher level.
That's okay, it can't be dispelled.
What do you mean this
The force cannot be dispelled by dispel magic.
I see. Then what's the use of Dispel Magic?
In 5th edition, getting rid
Not
of
much.
enemy buffs. Is it?
Okay. Well, he casts that. Nothing happens except his Blade of Disaster disappears. That was his only Blade of Disaster. And it's gone.
Guy. Shouldn't have made me a barbarian.
Alright, so are you all happy to So what are you gonna do now as it's trying to escape through the box, but it can't get out of the box?
I mean,
Is it my turn?
Oh, we're just like. Oh, I
It's
forgot to Angerfist.
everyone's
Angerfist. Okay, well, Angerfist would just like fly down to where Jebus is 40 feet there. So can our magic go through that, or none at all?
This, if you've got a Blade of Disaster, it can. And
I
all
do.
other magic is stopped.
Oh, what about
Let's
this?
try again.
What about Sunburst? Would that work?
Pretty much all magic is blocked by it, as far as I know.
That's annoying. So what are we just gonna watch? Wait, is that what that spell's called? Blade of Disaster?
Yeah, it's very good at shanking things. I saw him do it to me, so I figured I'd do it to him, except much worse. Because you don't make me a fucking barbarian! Just yell at him.
You may or may not have killed the one that was speaking with that other thing.
So we just wait for it to die by you shanking it?
And I could drop the barrier and we could actually properly fight if you'd like.
I don't particularly care right now. I mean, I practically nuked the axe death he had. Actually, I'm surprised my simulacrum survived casting those 2 spells.
Thumbs up.
It's
Thumbs
on
up with only
14
one
health.
arm,
It's on 14
half its
health.
fucking body blown to bits, bones sticking out. But I did good, boss.
He looks like All Might when he's not like muscled out.
Definitely got that reference, yes.
I mean, I'm content to watch it suffer
There
in
you go.
there.
There's All Might. When
Oh
he's not
my!
muscled.
Oh.
Also, Hayden, I'm gonna let you know
Him.
if you had managed with just a single attack with there being no crit, you would
Even
have
if you
killed that
punched
Anger
him.
Fist. It was on 4 health after
Ah.
what Cody did to it.
If I didn't miss that first attack, it would have been fucking dead.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so you gonna attack it again? Alexander?
People don't want me to drop the barrier.
Anger Fist doesn't care.
Same.
He's content to watch it suffer in there.
Inside, just this all suffering that you had to deal with for the last.
You made me
several
a
weeks.
fucking barbarian! You fucking dick! My magic is better than yours! Shank, shank, shank.
Alright, roll the next 2 attacks.
Nothing can physically pass through the.
But Blade of
magic.
Disaster can.
Well, that implies that magic can pass through them.
Only Blade. Well,
15.
it specifically says that Blade of Disaster can.
Blade of
Disaster
Disaster
specifically
spell
says that it can pass
yeah.
through it.
Okay, yeah. Never mind then.
So 1 hits. Right. It's now bouncing around as if maybe logic has left it and it is now just bouncing around trying to get out. It's become the armor is now falling off as it's becoming more mist and just bouncing around erratically inside of the box.
Turn again.
It is. Yep.
I feel like Angerfist and Jimus are just Angerfist and Jimus are just saying Angerfist mentioned, I could really go with some sort of snacking food. This is rather entertaining to watch.
You see Nosferatu appear with some snacking food and just pass it out.
Oh, thank you.
Man, this is quite entertaining. You're not worried about what's going to happen when he dies, right?
Oh, I should probably move closer to the ground. I'm assuming once this fucker dies, I'm going to turn back into a Goliath, and not a magic user. And I am, 40 feet above the ground.
He shrugs.
Let me make Jenny dump out the bags of holding.
Alright, roll the attacks again.
Good idea.
As you can see, the mist is being cut up more and more.
Yeah, as Angerfist would just go to 5 feet above the
It's-
ground because Angerfist enjoys the sensation of flying. This is nice.
Right.
He would call out, "Yo, Genesis, maybe empty the bags." Then when they don't, in case they disappear.
The bags will not disappear. I'll make sure of that.
Thanks.
Has it become pure mist yet?
He's still alive. bouncing around, or what's left of it is bouncing around. Can see that there's like this weird black sludge at the bottom of the box.
While the Blade of Disaster is doing that, I'm going to grab out 2 potion. Sorry. What is that called? 2 vials of holy water. And I'm just going to be ready to pour that on it as when I drop the barrier.
See,
Alright,
Angerfist
so
doesn't
make
care
one
if he
more
drops
attack
40
with Blade of
feet. That's...
Disaster
Angerfist doesn't care if he drops 40 feet. That's fuck all damage to him.
then.
I'll reroll
You're on
that using the
1
last 2
health.
features.
True.
You'll also have to
I think either of
rage.
those are hits.
So, yes, they hits, as it is now no longer wearing armor, so... Technically, what's your plus?
Plus 16.
Plus 16. Those both would be crits. So go ahead and reroll those. That's 24 D12 plus 96.
6.
$227.
The mist seems to disappear with just sludge remaining.
I'm going to have the sword mash up the sludge as well.
The
So
slush
another
doesn't
3 rounds
seem
of it.
to... Well, I will tell you now that the slush does not fight back. It is an inanimate object.
Perfect. Then at the end of it, I'm going to pour the holy water on it.
Alright.
Damn, that's a lot of dice rolls.
Congratulations. Nosferatu says, "Hope you enjoy your new bodies. He was the only one who could bring your old bodies back.
Oh,
And he's dead and destroyed, dismembered and decapitated."
well, shit. That's annoying.
Hey, Alexander, good job. Now you got 2 magic users on your team.
Yes!
Though,
I slowly turn and look at Angerfist,
I could
slowly
take,
realizing that I just did that out loud.
though I could take that money off your hands and all the other rewards that I promised you all, in return for your old bodies, of course.
Hear me out, Angerfist. It's not worth it. I can find a way to restore it eventually. You can
No,
keep being
you-
stupid.
I don't think
I'll
you
walk.
could
I'll walk
restore
up
it.
to
You'd have to make
I'll walk
new
up to
bodies.
Angerfist, and I'm just gonna say to him, he's already got his old body back. He's out of the question for this. That's
Oh,
between
he's-
us three now.
Angerfist is looking in the area and seeing if those rings that had those skull
Newbeck
rings are there.
awakening, hearing that gold is going to be most likely taken. I'm also
Yeah.
in this too.
Angerfist is at the moment looking where all the hallowed kings things up, and he's trying to see whether those rings are there.
Those rings are still there, but they're flickering.
No, wait. That's not gonna work.
Hey, Genesis, go take those rings, see what you can do with them. Artificer.
So, if I take this deal, we lose the rewards that A, you have given us, B, the rewards you were going to give us, and the 40 million gold, correct? In return, our bodies are restored to us.
You keep what you have now, except the gold.
I
And
take
you
it we
lose
don't get the
anything
reward,
afterwards.
which I am gathering includes the reward we would have gotten from killing this. You
Of
restoring
course.
our bodies to us will technically be the reward.
Of course.
I do believe believe you and I had a deal.
Oh? Was that written?
Yes.
Do you think me a devil?
Well, now I do.
Devils are the lawful ones. I just do things that I find fun.
Oh,
I'll
as
remember
much as
that.
You
he's
do
saying
so.
that, as much as being a magic user has broadened what I view them
But
as,
please.
I would much rather be
He puts his
myself.
finger up. Alexander, please remind me what that deal was.
We gave this world over to you once we were done here.
This world is already mine.
And why did you ask for it?
You fell for the trick.
No, I just used the words that apparently took your fancy. But I asked you
Exchange
to clean
for
up a mess.
that?
The exchange for that, you have already been given something that was meant to be given to you when you defeated all of the vampires. Though, there is one thing that you're going to have to be doing soon. I'll be keeping in touch with you. The rest of you, seems like he wants to keep his 8 million. Anyone have any issues with that?
Oh, whilst the 8 million would be handy, I am rather sick of being a magic user. It has given me a new perspective of them, yes. As Angerfist is looking at, as Angerfist is looking at Jim as saying this, but I would much rather return to the body that belongs to me.
Alexander, if I return you to a very angry individual who wants to know questions and answers, will you take your 8 million and leave?
If you return me to a very
Did you
threatening
not-
me.
No, I'm not threatening you. I'm just telling you that someone that you brought to this world is now
But you
very
want to send me
angry
to
with you.
Zarthix.
I'm sending you to Zarthix. He has questions.
Sure. Fine with me.
Okay. You'll get to keep your gold. You're out of my hair. And everyone else has to continue through the trudge. As he in a blink appears next to you and Exalia, opens a portal and hands you a small item.
Take the item and go through the portal.
As you go through the portal, you're going to need to make a con saving throw.
Who's going to choose to succeed on this?
You're just going to choose to succeed? How
You
do
fall
do
into a
that?
lava pit.
Convergent futures.
How do you know that you can even succeed it?
You can peer through the possible futures and magically pull one event into the events around you, ensuring a particular outcome.
Well, you half succeeded. As you hold in whatever you had eaten that day, appearing, that was a rather violent teleportation. As we will get to you at the end of the session, what happens to you? Yep. As Nosferatu then looks to the rest of you. Alright, cough it up.
Angerfist would just look at Genesis. You're the one that has all the 32 million gold.
I start just
What?
dumping the bags.
You just
Oh
start
my-
pouring the bags just in front
Why?
of him.
He said he wanted the gold. I
Not the
made
bags.
Yeah,
Whilst Egg-
so he's just going to look at bemusement as he sees this gold pile slowly rising.
Do you know what the best? I must admit, there's
Oh.
one thing I'm absolutely enjoying about this. It's the fact that Nubex never got to lay his hands on it.
True.
Nubex is going to be fucking heartbroken.
I know. And I love it.
You had how much? As
Fully.
as you're pouring the gold, the statue falls out. I ain't going with you. I'm staying with these guys. That's not part of the plan. You want to take it up with someone more powerful than you? You want to take it up with Horda?
I did kind of is annoying, but I would appreciate being able to keep the statue, but you are the ruler in this place. I don't know
As,
exactly how powerful
Horda-
it is now.
Horda sort of demeanor changes. Is there something going on here? Nosferatu. I thought I told you that my cursed statues are to go to those who are greedy. Are you greedy all of a sudden? No, I'm not greedy. I just thought that I'd be able to own everything that they were going to give me. What did they do? Well,
One of
they killed their only ticket to getting their bodies back. He starts pointing his golden hook at you, Angerfist. Oh, smart
Yeah,
man forgetting what
I
to
deserve
do.
that.
Right. Well, you have two choices. I will go with him, and nothing will come of this, or I shall put a curse upon you if you take me.
You can't just put the curse upon Nubek.
Done.
Jenny just straight up starts cackling.
Like, Nubek is already the greediest motherfucker Angerfist knows. Whether he finds out that he's been cursed is up to him.
Turns out every time he takes damage, he starts turning to gold.
How'd you know?
Ends up like it's gonna end up looking like Goldie.
How did you know?
Because it seemed like that was the kind of go.
Alright. So, with a clap of a gold hand and hook, he returns back to his original state of being a statue looking at a gold coin. As Nosferatu sort of looks in bemusement. I expected that to go much worse, but it went fine.
He's just looking at amusement at Angerfist, and the fact that Angerfist just so straightforwardly said, "Can't just curse Nubek." Angerfist's only response if he actually asked him about that is like, "What? Nubek's the one that wants it, not me."
Yeah. So, after that, he would then open a portal. This shall be your way to your last task. As the gold statue is put into one of the bags of holding, I'd imagine.
Yep.
This is one of the only ones that talks so far. The other one was all gestures. Now you found one
Yeah.
that talks. And before this is the real hoarder.
He's straight up screwing with us.
I mean, could do.
Would it surprise me? No.
Do you enter the portal?
Do I?
Angerfist,
Yes.
so what? Are we going to return to our original bodies upon once we are to leave this place, or once we're through this portal?
You're going to ask such stupid questions.
Axe
Well,
Jeff
you
just
find
walks
out
through the
and
portal.
Roll.
So, I'm going
That's perfect.
to say that this will be where we will end the session for you guys, as you will be exiting through the portal as yourselves again. You're going to need to have a level 11 save, but you're also going to need a level 19 save.
Oh no.
Level 19? We went up 2 levels for that.
Yes.
Damn.
Now remember to keep a level 11 save of your actual characters. You'll need them.
Yeah.
Well, I've already got that, so make sure it's just resaved as a level 11.
And I make
But
this one. So it's a level 19 save of our originals.
Yes, except you will not have your weapons and stuff. You'll be back to you'll be back to basics with, except the difference is one of you has a crossbow and bolts. The bolts are +3 ammunition.
Mm.
You have 10 of those bolts. Axe Def, you will have
Yellow.
a +3 axe. Straightforward. And
as a
you'll have
question,
a +3 greatsword.
Before Genesis went through the portal, Angerfist would have asked for one of the bags of holding.
Yeah.
Because quite simply, he's going to put the items that he has got, mostly just the robe, because that is the only really item of worth that he has, into the bag.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm essentially going to do the same thing.
Those bags of holding have disappeared once you get through. With a note on all of you who had one for safekeeping in case you somehow managed to pull another stunt like you did in these bodies before.
That's fair.
As I'll let you guys level up to level 19.
So how many
Alexander,
dice?
you are back to level 11.
Right.
Your simulacrum is not with you. And I'm going to say that you find yourself paralyzed as you exit. A strange sound has stopped you from moving. It's almost painful.
Hello
As-
there.
An individual makes himself known. You almost don't recognize him from the last time you burnt his face. But holding a strange device in his metallic hand. Zarfix stares towards you.
Hello,
Guys would like
Zarfix.
to
How's your
see-
progress been going?
If you would like to see, he is in NPCs for anyone who would like to see. Progress goes well. But what is your real name?
I smile softly at him. Oh?
You are not the master.
In fairness, I never claimed to be.
Then who are you?
A friend.
I need a name.
Oh, do you now?
I could leave you like this.
Also speak kindly.
I just need to know who you are, so that we can have a proper professional relationship.
And just ask, may I know your name?
What is your name?
I sigh with disappointment. Some people call me Jimus, some people call me Alexander.
I would imagine it would be Alexander, as Vecna has since lost track of Jimus.
Indeed, I imagine he
Welcome
would.
home, Alexander. Please, if you need to use it. I have information. As he closes the device and you feel yourself stop being paralyzed. I am your eyes and ears, Alexander. As someone who
interesting.
steps out of the darkness, the masked one, along with another masked individual in a beak. With a beak mask on. Let the hands of Vecna take care of things for you.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Let the hands of Vecna take care of things for you.
And what do you all get out of it?
They don't die. And we get to have any information we need. Safety here as well. As he holds out what looks to be a dark steel ring with purple light coming from the skull face. And you'll be able to keep in contact with any.
Well, at least you picked a decent guard. I've always had a level of respect for Vecna.
And Vector has questions, if you wish to answer them.
If there was a god who actually deserved to hear my answers, it would be him.
As he then rings a bell, as you see number 1 walk in. Where
Hello,
have you
number one.
been? Where have you been, Master? We have some terrible news.
Exactly how bad is it?
The Misfits moved in rather fast, and they've been setting up that city because apparently Banditville was attacked.
And the bad news?
My father's in jail now. Apparently they knew that he was conspiring with someone.
I can see how that would be bad news. I'm not quite a fan of that.
The lady in the mask has also had a update in how she looks, by the way. Now taking on a more Oni mask than the skull mask that they had on before.
Oh, whatever happened to Jimus's master? What was his name? Arthix, do you know what happened to him?
He works for us now. He keeps his lips shut and records.
Fair enough. And are you in possession of both the eye and the hand, or just simply the eye?
Simply the eye. This allows Vecna to see through me. He sees you. He's eager to talk to you. But first, you have some things to do around town before we do anything about that. Law, he says as he looks towards the masked one. Show our boss around town. She nods.
How much time has passed since I entered?
2 months.
This is acceptable.
We have some troubling news that we'll tell you once you are fully returned to your senses. You see, your old boss, or your old, or at least, yeah, your old individual who is walking around. You can see he's changed his demeanor. He's gone from someone who stands rather proud to someone who is quite a bit of a slink. However, what he is wearing does look like he is wearing robes of Archmage.
Interesting.
As he sees that, Zarfik sees that you see him. He's our cipher. He records. If you have anything he needs to record, call for him.
Reminds me. Do any of you know the location of the Book of Vile Darkness?
We do, but it's not going to be easy to return or get it.
Is it currently in that vault?
Worse. It's in the hands of a god.
I see, so that time has already passed.
That god is returning to what he was.
Yes, I do believe he is reading from both the Book of Vile Darkness and the Book of Exalted Deeds, if I'm not mistaken.
You appear to have more information than we have on that subject, but as he gestures towards another individual who enters the room, this is Crane. Crane shall be our eyes and ears. Our cipher is Davis's old master, and anyone you need dead, leave that to law.
Interesting.
Just put their names in real quick. I've been waiting for this moment a long time. I couldn't just let it disappear. I worked on this for so much time. Pardon me.
Well, then
You
show me around town.
You recognize Crane. Or at least you kind of recognize him. He was with the Immortals. He was an informant of the Immortals anyway.
Okay.
Seems like he chose the winning team.
It's certainly a decision for him to make.
As Law leads you out, R1 says, I'm gonna take him from here. It's been far too long. As Law shrugs, looks towards you. What's it gonna be?
Let's go number one.
So number one will show you around town. He shows you several buildings that have been refurbished, are now actual shops. He
There's a
takes you
grand
to-
library coming along.
Not so good. We have built the building, just we aren't getting many books. We don't have the funds.
Oh, well, I have 100,000 gold that you can use.
That would fill about half of it up. As he walks you to a manor that was built rather fast, but looks rather good. This manor is what we decided to build as the Grand Library. We didn't really have any guidance on what you wanted, so we spent quite a bit of time building this. It's about a tenth the size of the Great Library in Sloane's Wall. Not that big, but big enough to fit at least a tenth of what they have. I was
See.
thinking about what Sloane's Wall was. Terrible news that was destroyed. As Crane comes up. Yes, terrible news. Anyway, if you've got a million, we could fill that place up fully, and with the best books to boot.
I
I know
exit
where
with the
to get
million.
'em. Say again?
The funds.
Yeah, you
I exit with the
with-
funds.
You exited with 7.9 million because 100,000 was missing. You can thank Genesis later.
Sorry, what? You left to thank me for what?
Not having 8 million, but having 7.9 million instead.
I can live with that.
And if you were to have such funds, we would be able to not only fill that up, but also make sure that all books in there are always pristine, with a mending always being casted, or at least time slowing down in such a place.
I will give you 500,000 for the library, and then 500,000 so that the library, well, within the bounds of the library, time passes at 1/10 the speed.
That sounds very good, sir. As he, grabs, he, with his ring, brings his ring up towards his hand and whispers, before then turning and walking off. You heard through the whispering. Can we have, some people to, get the funding ready so that it can be allocated everywhere that needs to be? The other thing that we've been working on is, well, what Black Hat has wanted us to be working on, sir.
Ah, Black Hat. How is he doing?
Not good. He's been bored. He killed about 3 of our slaves.
I see.
As he takes you over to a large building made in the likeness of Black Hat. Or at least the head profile of Black Hat.
Ah, fine hat. Took my hat out.
The hat, as you tip your hat, the hat on their hips with you, before returning to what it was. He's in there, if you want to speak to him. We have one more pressing problem. Do you remember the Misfits leader?
Boss?
Anderson, yes, Anderson. You know him as Boss still. Interesting.
I like that name for him. Makes him
Well,
seem important.
his brother, the pirate, apparently had a lead on the one who ratted out the Misfits and lowered the barrier, so to speak. He has since gone missing, which has caused a much scarier problem. We're seeing reports that a pirate warlord is on his way with his entire armada. That pirate warlord has apparently got the balls to go up against the Misfits. He boasts that he went up against someone who threw a giant cannonball at him, too. We might need to find him before the pirates ransack the whole island. Unless, of course, they go after New Xyloth. New Xyloth.
I see. Very well, then we'll make finding him a priority. The next thing on the to-do list?
We've heard reports of a new group settling in. They call themselves the Sovereign Guard. They're taking
On
over
my
from-
island?
Not on your island, but they're settling where Helmsguard were. Helmsguard is retreating. Apparently their god has fallen into a coma.
I see.
He then brings you to the shops. You see the Black Market District. You hear someone say as they slap you on the back. You can feel that it's an old slap. Not
Oh,
like
it is
a
good to be
strong
home.
slap. The prodigal
Oh,
son
Stockman.
returns.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine.
Get those robes that I asked for.
I've found several robes of your choosing. You'll just need to make sure you've got the gold.
I've got the gold.
Good. As he looks at number one. Alright. I want to give him a grand tour of this place. My new abode. As he starts hobbling away. Come on. We don't have all day.
Follow.
He starts pointing out shops. One of the black marketeers refused to follow. He seems to want to join the barbarians. Can't blame him, they brought him back from death. Though I managed to deck out every single one of those who followed me.
Fantastic.
Apopho has been given a new surgical location as he points to this place with with the snake symbol. Then he points to to the next one to the left, which is a tattoo artist. Felix followed. And then he points towards two other locations, and Shed, along with Slard, also followed. The black market is shaping up nicely.
Nicely
We
indeed.
also have a few of the other members. You remember Harloff Creed, the fool who's a god worshipper?
Indeed.
He's got his own place, as he points to a staircase that leads downward into an area. He wanted to build it underground. Next, he points to a location. Far is here as well. As you see, Far has set up a stall that's still in the outside in the sun, as he's leaning on a post. And he waves towards you.
I give him a wave.
And this is now my location, but this is also some new information for you. I am expanding who can sell magic items in this black market.
Oh.
Slard Val shall sell magical weapons. Shed shall sell magical armors. The rest I shall sell, along with information, though, from what I've heard, you're pretty rich with that now, anyway.
Information's always been my strong suit.
And
That being
finally,
said, you do
he-
have everything that I want.
Finally, he arrives at one last thing as he pulls a cord, and it unveils. You know those obey signs?
Yep.
It's a artist rendition of Alexander just before he left, saying in Alexander we trust.
Now, how about that?
Thought I'd give you a little gift for giving us an area. I have about 50 of those if you want to put them up in any location, free of charge.
Sounds marvelous.
As he then walks to the far end, just past that banner, to a much larger looking building with glass panes in front, and you can see that it's his shop. Of course, it's the biggest. He's the boss. As he gets behind his table. Let's talk business about that little coat you want.
Very well.
You can see that he's no longer wearing his traditional hood that he was when he was out in the sun all the time. He also does look like he's kind of let himself go a little more, because now he's sitting on one of those sitting stools, where he's putting most of his weight on the stool than on his legs.
I grab out my old bags of holding, not the new ones with the money.
Yep.
Alright. The robes of the Archmagi.
Robes of the Archmagi. That will be, for a dear friend such as yourself, 400,000 gold.
Oh, they've increased 25%. Very well.
These were hard to find after the Sovereign Guard came.
I have no issue paying that. Trust your prices. And I pay the price.
He will take the gold, and then he shall show off 3 different types of the robes of. It's the Archmagi, Archmagi, right? Is that right?
Robes of the Archmagi.
Now, you are aware what happens with the robes of the Archmagi when you wear them, yes?
Yes.
You change color to your alignment. Well, let's just say I had these ones brought in specially. By brought in specially, I had people steal them. Kind of enough said there. Anyway, these ones will not change color by how you act, but rather they're chameleon in a way. They will change to one color that you choose. Well, apart from the trim will follow appropriately. You choose to do the same colors as what you're wearing now, silver and black, you can do so. On these. You wish to go with a color like pink, you can do so.
Very well. You've outdone yourself.
I had 2.5 months. And a lot of labor.
I was wondering if you could... if you had any rings of regeneration.
Sadly, I sold my last one before Banditville was attacked. To an individual part of the Misfits. I'm sure you'll be able to
Some
find it.
Newbacks. Yes, I was with him when that ring was purchased. It's okay. How many rings did I want? Only got 1 spare ring slot.
1 spare ring slot. Walking
You don't happen to
into
have a ring of 3 wishes, do you?
I do. Sadly, I can never seem to find a full one. As he grabs from behind his counter. I've got a new trick, by the way. As he sort of ushers you to come behind the counter real quick.
Take a look behind the counter.
You see that there is this weird box shape area where he puts his hand in and pulls out a box and puts it down. It's just like a hollow square. This is a small portal that enters the back room. My hand, as long as I'm thinking about what I want, goes to it.
That is amazing.
Cost me a pretty penny. As he puts three rings of free wishes, except he points to them. This one has 2, this one has 1, and this has none. The one that has none, if you can find the person who tried to sell me this, which luckily I caught, but unfortunately the person who was sending this to be sold to me was wanting to be anonymous. You find him?
How much would you like for the empty one?
I'd take 1,000 gold.
I give him 1,000 gold for it.
And what about the other ones? The one with 1
How
wish?
much?
The one with 1 wish will cost you 250,000. The one with 2 wishes will cost you 300,000.
I'll take them both.
He just as he sort of puts the other ring that's empty back into the box and just hands you the box after you've handed him the money. I'm so glad that you'll be gone for just long enough for you to come back and be the powerhouse of the party. Though I'm probably gonna give somebody else excuse why you're probably missing the wish rings.
I'm about to burn them immediately.
Alright.
Stockman,
Yes.
how would you feel about having your youth restored?
He looks at you with an eyebrow raised. My youth. How old do you
I
think
see.
I am?
Well, I'm saying let's shave like 10 years off your life. Make you 10 years younger.
That would be interesting. Hmm. The cat.
No one lets me do literally anything to it.
What is this going to cost?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Too chunky.
He looks at you.
It's certainly not charity. If anything, you've paid the cost by coming to this island. Look at him incredibly serious. I do not believe in charity.
I only believe in charity if it's to make sure I can get a new customer. Giving someone clothes of mending is always a nice little gesture. Costs nothing, has them returning for more. But why would you want to bring me younger? You've already set everything up for as soon as I die you could take leave.
Of course.
Or do you not want
But I like having you around.
Oh, right. He grabs out a business card. This was one of yours. I see. You don't want this to be a you problem.
Indeed.
If 10 years is all you can do, I'll take it.
Very well. I hand him one of the ring of 3 wishes with only a single ring wish left. Feel free to decide upon the wording yourself.
I can fuck myself over. Well, not fuck myself over. But,
Well, there's an 8th level spell that de-ages people.
is that, what is that one called?
Let's see. Clone.
How old is the clone?
As it can be as young as you want it to be, it just has to be over the age of maturity.
If you were to say I wish to be a young adult, that would... You think if he said he wishes to be a young adult, he would just become a young adult?
Yeah, he'd be a young adult, but he would still have the knowledge and power of he is now. Because all it's doing is changing his physical age.
What do you think, Alex? What do you think, James? Do you think that would
Um,
qualify?
Personally rule that it's replicating a spell effect of 8th level or lower in terms of power, so I personally wouldn't have a big issue with that. Though if I was trying to fuck with it, I'd probably make it that it young adult as in young adult dragon,
He just becomes a young
or
adult.
just a young adult of any race.
Right, well, considering that he's not trying to specify of changing race, I'd like to imagine that would mean that he wouldn't change race, in my opinion, because that's not something I even think of when someone says they wish to be a young adult. However, do I revert them back to as they were when they were a young adult? Is the real question. Back before they were wise, when they were still young in this business, and found that. Oh, he does have his crosses as well. They're just outside the front of the building, not where he is.
I'm going to use the Ring of Two Wishes. I'm going to burn one of them to replicate a spell effect of 7th level or lower, of 8th level or lower, and I'm going to create a simulacrum.
Hmm. Let me just ask the other two real quick what their idea is.
Okay.
What are you
Hello.
two doing over here?
I was just getting his help.
Yeah, I was helping him with his sheet.
Also,
Okay.
I
Question.
I never bothered to take the boon, mainly because I forgot about it. I did add it onto the level 19, but
Yep.
Troy said that
You were going to
you were
pick
gonna
up boons
yeah.
for our original bodies.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're getting
Yeah,
you're
no.
getting the health boon.
Okay, fuck yes.
I thought that.
Okay. That's what
So
that's what I initially put in anyway.
so Stockman just got given a ring of free
Yeah.
wishes that has one free wish left in
Wish
it.
on it. Yeah.
He has the ability to become young again. Do you think that him saying he wishes to be a young adult again will change him back to who he was before, or just de-age him to a young adult with everything he has right now?
Oh, he'll have nothing from now.
That's
Or are you asking us because we're not
the
here
way.
to see if we agree or not?
If Stockman was smart, he would wish. I wish for my physical body to become that of a young adult again.
Ah, cool. He is
That
smart.
way, that way, his mental state doesn't. His mental state does not change. His mental age will not change. He still has all of this experience, but his body is that of a young adult.
Ah, cool.
Both decided we cunts.
He puts the ring upon his finger as he utters, I wish for my physical form to be that of a young adult.
So he's in his 20s.
As I'm now going to have to make a young adult version of him, because the only young adult I have of him is this, which is in Magic Mouth.
Oh, that doesn't. Okay, so that doesn't even work because Lightning Reload I can already do.
So, Alexander, before your eyes, you see him de-age.
Well,
As the wow. As he looks at you, I'm going to need to buy new clothes now, but thank you. As he puts a bag of holding on the table. These are all of the banners, by the way.
Thank you. The
Is
last
there
item on my list was a Ring of Spell Turning.
Sadly, there are none on this island. I've sent some eyes and ears out to Enverance. They have reported they found a couple, but at the moment it seems like they are not in reach of my people. One is on the Emperor's finger of the Kotar Islands, and the other is currently somewhere in the rubble of Sloane's Wall.
Thank you for the information. I hand him 1,000 gold.
Big old. Take care now. As his demeanor from slightly slumped over is he's now getting used to standing upright again, not having like any pain in his joints and whatnot. Oh, you've just given him another 60 years of life to continue on what he does. I think I know exactly what to do about his new outfit. Alright, cool. Alexander, is there anything else you wish to do before the session ends?
He wishes to dance.
I am going to cast. Actually, I'll save that. It's half tempted to wish so that Genesis could never touch a coin again in his life.
Well, what defines a coin?
You define the coin.
I know.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. There's one coin that I can't touch, and then Tox is going to make it the MacGuffin.
I'm gonna make it that it's the coin of resurrection.
Oh, fucking hell, that would hurt. It's like, this coin can bring anyone back as long as you flip it. I can't touch the coin.
That is pretty much everything for me, though.
Cool. Then, in that case, next week we will return with the rest of the party for a new experience of Badland proportions.